Just wanted to talk, that's all.
All right, first watch party of the year. Joining me is Terrence Kem. And Terrence, we're going to have to link up our streams here. I'm getting kind of like an overview shot of Yankee Stadium right now with the Yankee
Yep.
Stadium etched. Is that pretty much what you're seeing on your stream?
Yeah, that's what I got. Yankee Stadium. It's
Nice.
the facade.
Nice. Okay, cool. So we're pretty much lined up. We'll try and align it when the first pitch happens. Typically we're like 10 seconds behind. So if you're in the comments, maybe try not to spoil for the first 10 seconds or whatever. I'm sure you're going to want to be the first person to comment when Giancarlo hits that big grand slam in the first inning, but just give it a couple of seconds for those of us who may be a little bit behind. But this is going to be a fun stream. Terrence and I are just going to hang out. We're just going to chat. We might not always stick to exactly what's going on in the game, but we got 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes, something like that. Typically, the final game of the season, TK, is a little bit shorter, especially if one of the teams is not going to the playoffs, because it's like they swing at the first pitch. They want to get back. They don't want to be late for their flight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're trying to like get it over with, especially the Orioles who've really had a disappointing year. So I'm sure like half that clubhouse is just like let's just go home. Like this is over. So but yeah, I'm excited to do this. It's funny that we waited till the last game of the season to do this. Maybe we'll do it during the postseason, like depending on some availability or whatever. But I don't know, dude. I think this is a good chance for us to kind of talk about the whole season as well, just how it went. And I was thinking about this the other day. So we have 93 wins, right? And the 2024 Yankees, so last year with Soto going to the World Series, they had 94 wins.
Right.
So
And we
all
could get to
things
that today.
considered, yeah, all things considered, I mean, you got to take that, right? Like Plan B kind of worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
Um, and I felt this way at the time as well when Soto ended up signing with the Mets. I was like, this is much more of a PR black eye than a baseball black eye. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. And it looked like I don't even know if black eye is the right word so much as like I mean, maybe for the rep of the team, you know what I mean? How
Yeah.
often does a big star that the Yankees want to bring back choose someone else? That almost never happens. In my lifetime, Andy Pettit, maybe, and the Yankees weren't even super that serious about him, but he turned down more money to go to Houston.
Yeah.
Uh, but there haven't been a lot of times. And Soto was basically saying they have more money and they have a better chance to win. He came out and said that they're better outlook for the next 10 years. Well, the Mets might miss the playoffs today, and the Yankees won almost the exact same amount of games. They have a chance to win the exact same amount of games.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
and honestly, if you would have said that Garrett Cole going down with Tommy John surgery and losing Clark Schmidt in the middle of the year and Stanton Heel, coming later into the season, like I don't think I would have taken the same number of
yeah,
points. So to be within one game, and I know certain points of the season looked really ugly. Like the bad was really bad, right? Hi, Mary Beth. The bad was really bad, but you gotta appreciate. I guess this is how the front office will look at it. They're like, that's a win. They got to take that
yeah,
as a win, right? If you're going to have almost the same amount of win total.
yeah. I hear you. I'm psyched for this game. I think that the Yankees have a really good shot. Luis Heel has been throwing the ball really well. Now his command has been kind of an issue.
Yeah.
But when he's pitching confidently, like he's been dominating. He had that like 6 no-hit innings against the Red Sox. How are you feeling about what the Jays and Rays are doing today? The Jays, they've been on a little bit of a streak themselves. Basically, Yankees win,
Yeah.
Jays lose. Yanks are Eastern champs. They got Gossman on the mound, who's 10-11 with a 3.47 against Ian Seymour, a lefty, who's 4-2 with a 2.85. I mean, so the Rays starting a good pitcher. This could be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you always got to feel though, right? Like anytime you need help, the chances aren't really that
Uh,
good.
I agree.
Because the Jays definitely they obviously have to lose, and even if they lose and the Yankees lose, they still win the division, right, with the tiebreakers. So
Yeah.
you need it to break your way. Almost makes you throw up in my mouth like saying like let's go Rays, but come on, man, we gave you guys a minor league park. You got to kind of give it back to us somehow. So
Right.
with Toronto, it's interesting. First of all, just the fact that they choked it this hard and that this is even a conversation is saying a lot. I
And
think
it's not
about
just
them.
that. The Yankees did exactly what they had to do. Like they
Yeah,
they have beat up on the teams that they should beat up on, which is something
Yeah.
that you can't say about this team for the entire season or in recent years past. It's like something finally clicked. And I
Hmm.
think that like they're just much more competitive now than they were a few months ago. Adding Caballero has been huge. Like it gives them another dimension. It sucks that Dominguez isn't playing much, but I mean the entire outfield is getting it done. Grisham's had an enormous year. I want Bellinger to get that. I want Bellinger to hit a 2-run home run today to get to 30 and
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
You
Oh
probably
yeah. Yeah.
remember this. A-Rod in '09 when he got 2 home runs and 7 RBIs in one inning to get to 30 and
Yeah.
100. That was amazing.
Yeah. That was pretty badass. But yeah, man. I know it's funny, right? Because like this is the first time I've seen an Aaron Boone team with like a little bit of grit. Again, the bad was really bad, but I have to appreciate and give credit where credit is due, where they didn't sort of just roll on their back and I guess settle for the wild card. They kind of put themselves in the best position that they could in terms of what was going on a month ago to potentially win this division. Now it's funny, like so I have a colleague of mine that I work with in my day job who's like a big Red Sox fan. So him and I are always kind of like jawing at each other, and he's like, "It's the Orioles, like don't because Stanton and Judge went yard yesterday, and it's the Orioles, it's the Orioles." And I was like, "Yeah, but they went 7-5 on that 12-game gauntlet and did what they had to do, and they're playing well." Like this is the first time where I feel like a Yankee team has been pretty much playing pretty well on all facets of the game headed into the postseason. And there isn't really anybody in the American League that has me shaking in my boots too much, so I'm kind of like I do go into October with some level of confidence. Obviously, you don't know what's going to happen, but my thing is almost like, would you rather win the division and get the bye? Because I don't really think a bye helps you in baseball.
Yeah.
Judge swinging the bat well right now, like you almost
I think
want
it,
him to
it
keep
helps
riding
you
that
line
wave.
up your pitching, TK. It helps you line up your pitching,
Yeah,
which is important.
that is true. You do line up the pitching, but I think it hurts you offensively. I think it helps you on the
Yeah,
pitching end, but I think it hurts
I
you
can agree with that.
offensively. So it's a bit of a
So let me
double-edged
ask you
sword
this.
there.
Would you rather have a red hot Stanton and Judge and have to play the extra round or the potential for these guys to cool off and line up your pitching?
I'd rather Stanton and Judge both
So you're rooting against
hot.
us today. You're rooting.
No, not I look. I'm happy if we win the division. Obviously, that you want to win the division, but like I'll say that it's maybe not the worst thing in the world to lose the division and be a wild card team. Like I'm not going to be devastated
You're
about
not going
that.
to be devastated. I don't know if I'll be devastated, but I'll be nervous. It'll give me more content this week. That'll be great.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
rather than have to take the week off. But Luis Heel taking his warm ups. Is that where you're at? What you're seeing?
yeah. I was checking on the other game, but I have commercial break in progress right now.
Okay, make sure that you're like on time
I
there.
think,
Select the right stream and all that stuff.
yeah, yeah. I think,
I
God,
got my guy
MLB. That's
Tom Borowski, who just texted me, and I'm going to quote him. He said, "Hot take: it might not be a great thing for the Yankees to win the division." So he's basically saying the same thing that you are. They're hot. He'd love to see them not lose momentum. I'll tell him we're talking about you on the stream right now.
yeah. But you got to think about it, right? Stanton is never going to be a guy that I'm worried about in October. I expect him to show up. He's done it every year, basically. He's been a Yankee. But Judge is obviously the sort of the wild card there where he's a great player. But I think earlier in his career, and it's funny, the narrative against him is very interesting because he had a really solid postseason in like 2017 and 2018. I feel like more of a recent narrative that he wasn't good in October, right?
Right. Yeah. All right. So TK, doing a watch party. It's tough to talk the entire time. So let's try and
Yeah, yeah.
share the wealth here a little bit. I'll turn it over to you occasionally, but we can also let the game breathe a little bit as needed. Jackson Holliday still looks like he's 14 years old.
Yeah. He just threw the second pitch of the game for me, Louis. So
I'm
that's
seeing
where
it
you're
right
at?
now. Bam. Second pitch
Okay.
right now. So pause it for like 2 or 3 seconds and we're basically on the same thing.
Okay, I think we're probably pretty good
Okay.
now. All right.
They're showing the scoreboard with all the scores on it.
Yeah, he just
Yep.
for me just threw the third pitch. All right.
96 fastball. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're lined up. So 1 and 2 on Jackson Holliday. I'm still kind of bullish on Jackson Holliday. I think he's going to be a good hitter. I think he got rushed a little bit. Like people look
Yeah.
at minor league numbers and they think that they're going to translate to major league numbers, but it's not always the case. Popped up to
Yeah,
right.
minor league pitching and not even close to major league pitching. Like I think I've heard a lot of guys say that each level from high school to college to single A ball, like the jump gets bigger and bigger every time,
Yeah.
right? Like every time you make a jump, it gets even bigger. So,
So
and then
not
obviously in the majors, you're playing in front of 40,000 people. It's not the same thing.
so it might be a little bit early to point this out, but Louis Hill's throwing a perfect game.
You jinxed him.
Yeah.
Baseball gods, man. So,
Luis Hill's going to be pumped up today. You're seeing the fastball already
yeah,
97, 98, so he looks
yeah.
good. Jordan Westberg stepping in. I like that Heel never changed his number from 81. That's a good number for him.
Yeah, I know, right? Like he kind of just rocking it. It's
Yeah,
kind of the lore with Aaron Judge.
yeah,
He said he had 99 hanging in his locker, and the clubhouse director gives out all the numbers, and apparently puts like a lot of thought into it.
yeah.
And since Aaron Judge is such a physically large man, they pause. They gave him 99, the biggest number, and he was just like, you're not gonna not take the number that the New York Yankees give you or something.
Right.
And he made it famous, right? Made the number famous. So there you go.
Two outs. Two
Yep.
outs. So that's good that Luis Hill's efficient so far. And like we said, guys, a lot of times in the final game of the season, what you'll see is teams that are out of the playoffs swinging early in the count. Like you don't want to go extra innings. You don't want to miss your flight. Like a lot of guys probably have flights right after the game. They have plans with their family. Like they just want to get the game over with. They don't want to get hurt. They want to get on with the offseason. So you're going to see the Orioles being aggressive today. I think that works to Luis Hill's advantage because he doesn't necessarily pinpoint his control that well, but he's got good stuff. So if you're swinging just outside of the strike zone, an advantage pitcher.
Yeah.
Henderson has not had a good year, man.
No, I mean, he's hitting 274, but no, he definitely a lot of really bad power numbers this year. I remember, I think Paul O'Neill was talking about something with his mechanics, or Joe Girardi maybe, but with his deep baseball savant numbers where he's popping up a lot of pitches instead of like driving the ball.
Yeah.
So, and he was saying like there's like a 3% difference between this year and last year, and that's like 15 feet or something like
3 up,
that.
3 down. How many pitches was that? Like 7 pitches?
Yeah, there you go. You're gonna go
I
deep into the
mean,
game.
that's what I'm saying is Luis
Yeah,
Hill, his stuff is so good that if guys are being aggressive, which everyone is going to be, nobody's trying to work walks in game 162 when you're getting on a flight 15 minutes after the game, right?
yeah,
I think
yeah,
that you're going to see the Orioles be aggressive, swing out of the zone, and to me, that's advantage Luis Hill because he throws so hard, and he's a guy that if you don't square him up, he's going to get a lot of soft outs. He's going to get a lot of pop ups, and then that's exactly what we saw, especially at the top of the zone, right? Guys chasing the top of the zone, they're going to hit the bottom half of the ball. They're going to be just a tad late, and you're going to see pop outs. That's exactly what we saw. Rays up 1-0 already in the first inning, and we're gonna play sound effects for the Rays today. We are rooting for the Rays. We are rooting for the Yankees. I don't care necessarily about having to play the wild card round the way everybody's playing. Like I think that they would do fine. As our guy Tom said in the chat, he said basically that he doesn't want the Yankees to cool off. But look at it this way: if you get a few days, the other teams have to use their pitching. They have to use their bullpen. They have to travel. If the Yankees get to stay at home and work out on the field, get rested, work off the traject machine, prepare the scouting reports and stuff like that. Like it gives them more of a breather. You can rest up Jazz Chisholm, who got hit by a pitch, who's been hurt. You can. It gives Judge another couple of days with his arm to rest. So I think either way, the Yankees are in a good position. It's good that everybody's hitting well, but it's also good that they got a chance to win and have home field advantage all the way through.
yeah. No, I think the home field advantage is honestly more important than the bye. And I wonder, the next CBA. So that's 2027, which is going to be honestly, I think that season's going to be locked out. I hate to say that, but I do feel that way. But I'm wondering if the players are going to try to sort of restructure how the playoffs are played because I don't think a lot of the players really like the bye. To be
Yeah,
honest, I know that you need to have some sort of reward for being the best team in the league, and that makes sense, right? But I just think baseball, as it is as a sport, like it's not like hockey. Or hockey, you're exhausted, or football, or as maybe basketball. Like baseball is a sport of reps all the time. So I don't really think it's really advantageous to have the bye
Yeah.
week at all.
Let me ask you this: how about if the best team in the league, okay, you get home field advantage. Everybody starts with a 5-game series, right? But you get all 5 of your games at home.
Yeah, that would be good, actually, I think.
And maybe an
Like,
extra
so
day
the
off
one
before the
seed,
series. Like you get an extra day
yeah,
off.
so the one seed gets the 5 days, that gets the 5 games at home against like the last seed to make it in. Yeah.
Right, right. And you get
Yeah.
an extra day off to line up your pitching, rest your bullpen, that type of shit. Like I think that's
Yeah, no,
fair.
no. Yeah. No, I do like that. I just think that like, so today's Sunday, right? And if they win the division, their first postseason game would be Saturday. That's like a
Yeah,
week off. I think that's
5
a
days.
lot of time. That's like an all-star break,
Yeah.
you know? I don't know. I think it just, when the wild card game was only one game, and again, I don't think that's even a great thing in baseball either, because baseball is a weird stuff happens in baseball. I
Yeah,
don't
I
even
didn't
think
like the
one
one
game is very
game.
fair.
I don't like how
So I do
162 comes
like the
out in one
best of
game.
three. I do like the best of three for the wild card series. And then the DS do a best of 5 and then best of 7, etc. But I like your idea. I like the all 5 games at home. That's actually not bad.
Yeah.
I do like that. Because there is a legitimate advantage to being at home in baseball with like last licks and all that too.
So Trent Grisham keeps fouling pitches off. A couple of things. One, I fucking love his sunglasses. He's got the best sunglasses on the team. And that's my
Yeah,
one F-bomb of the show. And two,
there you go.
where do you think he's going to be next year? Is he a Yankee or does he go elsewhere?
Ooh, it's
I think
tough,
he gets
man.
a
I mean, like,
qualifying offer for sure. I think they're giving him a qualifying
yeah,
offer.
I think he gets the qualifying offer just because if he took the qualifying offer, I think the Yankees are happy with that.
Yeah,
But I
I
don't
agree.
think he'll take it because he's looking for a multi-year deal. So it's a win-win. So I definitely think he's getting it. All right, so he hit 236 with 34 bombs. I mean, he had an outstanding season in 142 games, and plays great defense. But I don't know, man. It's tough. Like, he's never been this player, right? So what is, if you look at his stats of his entire career, Ben Rice just hit one really
Did he get
well.
it?
Is that
Did he
out?
get it? Get out of here. Go! Go,
Yeah, there
ball!
it is.
Yeah! Let's go!
Oh man, that guy, 25 on the year.
Let's go!
Dude, this guy's gonna hit 40 home runs next season.
I agree. I totally
really think
agree.
that.
100%.
Yeah, I really think that. Especially if he's the everyday first baseman and kind of saves his body a little bit catching.
Hey, you want to see? You know what? I put Ben Rice on the post game thumbnail. Everybody can look on my channel. I have to schedule the post game to come on, and Ben Rice went deep. It's like a good luck charm. I did that with Giancarlo Stanton the other day, so we're gonna go ahead and play the Nostra Derek.
That is destiny fulfilled.
There it is.
Here's Judge
See what he does.
chanting MVP. I hope I didn't blow out your eardrums on that one, TK.
No, you're fine. I just yanked my HDMI cables on my other screen. So hold on. 1 second. I gotta upgrade this. We'll do
So
that's an off-season plan.
the MLB.com is actually a little bit slow. That was home run number 25 for Ben Rice.
Yeah.
And we've
What are you
got
doing?
the Rays up 1-0 on the Jays. So, yeah, I'm not sure why MLB.com is being slow. I'm just going to close that and put up the box score.
Oh yeah, and also, can we talk about for a second? I have MLB TV. All right. Derek lives in North Carolina. I live in California. Clearly, we're not in the New York market. We both have the MLB.TV subscription. I don't understand why it's Gotham Sports, dude.
Right.
I get it. All right. I'm 25 years old. I think, Derek's very, very tech savvy. I think I'm pretty tech savvy. I can't even imagine what it's like for somebody who's 60 years old and above who's not.
Right.
But you got to
Imagine,
have 40 different apps to watch the games now, dude.
seriously, I'm going to be 60 years old and I'm going to be trying to do a show and I'm not going to be able to figure out my new hologram pad that how do I, this game is exclusively on the hologram pad. How do I put on
Oh
the
my
hologram
God.
pad?
It's
Anyway.
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
So we got Louis Penefiel in the chat. He says, "My man." So Louis actually donated $40 on the chat the other day. I felt bad because I was signing off when I saw his second super chat come through. So Louis, I appreciate you. You're the man.
There it
So
is.
Ben Rice, 25 dingers now. The Yankees go down in the first, but they lead now 1-0. And the way Luis Gil is throwing, it might be enough. He looked great in the first inning, man. He had
Yeah, if he's throwing strikes early
10
in the
pitches.
count, getting into a lot of pitchers' counts, he can just throw a ball in the dirt and get a lot of
Yep,
Ks. So they're going to be
10
overly aggressive.
pitches. Ethan says, "How in the world do you guys watch the playoff games on TV? They're always on different services." Yeah, I mean, I miss the days when it would be like NBC, like
Yeah.
the. I remember in the '90s, you'd have Fox, NBC, and ESPN basically as the three main spots to get playoff games. Now it's TNT, FS1, Roku, Apple TV Plus,
Yep.
Netflix. They're opening day on
You
Netflix next year.
you saw that, right? Netflix. Yep.
That's
Yep.
wild, man.
Yeah, I even heard, and this is like sort of in the movie industry. I heard from an executive that Netflix is trying really hard to buy Warner Brothers, the studio,
Yeah,
right now. Like they're
I heard
bidding
that too.
really big for it and really aggressively for it. So I don't know, man. It's like the whole, and we talk about this in movies as well, but I think it was sports. The whole like media landscape is kind of in a transitionary period right now, and there's sort of everyone's trying to figure out how it's going to work with streaming and stuff like that. But I love how we came full circle where people were cutting the cord to stop with cable TV and stuff like that, and now it's like we're this is cable but on streaming. It's the same thing. So
Yeah.
we went full circle. We went all the way back around.
So if you're just tuning in, Yankees lead 1-0. Ben Rice with home run number 25 on the season. Luis Gil worked an easy 1-2-3 first inning, and he will start off the second with a strike one. That swing by Rice is so short. He keeps his hand so close to his body.
Yeah, very compact swings. It's quick to the ball. I mean, it's efficient.
So
It's funny. That's the thing about Cody Bellinger. He's had a great season. I love him, obviously, but he has a very long swing.
So who do you want, or where do you want Rice to play next year? Is he your catcher or first baseman?
First base.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, first base. I think Austin Wells, he hasn't had a good season, but most catchers in the league aren't really offensive guys. Cal Raleigh, what he's doing is unbelievable. I mean, that's like a separate thing, but he's good enough as well behind the plate defensively that I like him back there, that I'm willing to kind of like, I'll give you this thing between Volpe and Wells. Like, I'm more down to give Wells another year to kind of prove himself than I am with Volpe.
So apparently the Rays not off to the best start here in the bottom half. 2 walks with nobody out. So you need a double play ball. That's all. Another pop out. Man, Ben Rice. I love that swing.
Yeah, it's nice.
I think you're right. I think 40 home runs for him in the near future.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not next year, but one of these next few years. He's got that kind of swing, and he's that kind of hitter. And he's getting better, and he's strong. Like you look at him. I mean, compared to like Judge and Stanton, he doesn't look that big, but he's a big dude.
Oh yeah, he's a big dude for sure. I think he's like 6'2", 6'3". He's probably like 220.
Let's find out. He is 6'2".
Yeah, 6'2", 228. Yeah. So Frankie Baseball in the chat. What's up, Frankie?
We'll see Frankie on the post game. Frankie said DK. Who the fuck is DK?
That's 2, Derek.
Yeah, sorry. And I was telling him not to curse in the pregame. I was like, "Don't curse, man."
It's not me.
Here
it's
I am
you.
twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay's tied it up.
Yeah. Yeah. They're
Frankie
such a
jinxed it. Like the minute Frankie comes in the chat, like I always see him breaking bad news.
Ruined it. Thing is too
Ground
about
ball.
the Jays, they're such a pain in the ass kind of team, like they're so pesky and annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the way they play, and that's like that start. Remember that start Schlittler had against them, and his line was kind of ugly, and it looks like he got hammered, but really no, they were just kind of like fouling pitches off, dunking stuff in there. Like that's another guy I'm really excited about for next season. Schlittler, I think he's going to be a real piece.
He's a 15-game winner next year.
Oh, yeah. How many strikeouts you think on the year?
Well, this year he had like 80 in 14 starts. Let's say he makes 30 starts, probably close to 200 strikeouts. I
Yeah, I was
mean,
gonna say about 200
he'll strike out
strikeouts.
more
Yeah.
people than Warren did.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing about Warren too. Like, most of his took the ball every start. Got to give him credit for that. Uh, and for him, it's like, you know, he's got really good stuff, but his bad starts are really bad, and I think that inflated his ERA a little bit. But he's really good. Like, to me, I look at him as like a fourth or fifth starter, Clark Schmidt kind of type.
Yeah.
You know, so that does make Schmidt a little bit of expendable, I think, when he does come back from the IL from Tommy John surgery. Especially they got some nice arms in mind, like Lagrange and Elmer
Lagrange.
Cruz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then there was one other
Lalane,
guy,
yeah.
like Cohen, or I think his name was. I every year I do this like off-season blueprint, like what should they do, and I feel like this year it might be a lot of like let's take a look at our young guys for next season, like because we got some
Yeah.
arms coming up for the bullpen. Like I'm not sure I want them to go out and spend a ton of money. It might be more like extend Jazz Chisholm would be something that I would do this off-season. I would look at getting a shortstop. We had a comment here: is Volpe in your starting shortstop role next year? I think TK would say he probably is, just because that's who the Yankees are. But for me, I think I would go out and get somebody and try and get a 1
Um,
year.
I think the Yankees will have him as, but if I'm Brian Cashman, I would rather have Caballero be the stopgap. Honestly,
Yeah, yeah. Although he's a really good like 10th man.
yeah.
Like today, he's playing
But
second.
I wouldn't mind him as like the stopgap shortstop. I think
Yeah,
he'd be fine.
his OPS isn't much higher than Volpe's, but he's just a dynamic player. Like he does a
Yeah,
lot of the things we wanted Volpe to do on the bases. I'm gonna run a
yeah,
quick ad here for Superpower, and then we'll be back to continue the bottom of the second for the Yanks.
yeah.
FT Fam Superpower believes that every human has 100-year potential, and they're going to help you get there. I like the sweatshirt, Eric Kratz, and I also love the way that Superpower takes care of its members.
Yeah. You go get your lab test, you become the best you. You be a member of this group, and your test will come back. It's unlocking things that you didn't know about yourself. This is stuff that players used all the time. You can do it now too.
Exactly, Kratz. How many of you have gone to a doctor's appointment? You get the classic, oh, you're fine, or just drink more water. No real data, no real game plan. With one simple blood draw with Superpower and over 100 biomarkers, that is way more than what you'd usually get, and it unlocks so much more about your own body. Head to superpower.com to learn more and lock in the special $199 price while it lasts. After you sign up, they'll ask you how you heard about them. Please make sure to mention the FT podcast to support the show. Your biology decoded, your blueprint activated with Superpower.
All right, we are back. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. TK, update here on the Rays and Jays, tied at 1 in the, looks like the bottom of the first inning with 1 out.
Good stuff. Let's go Rays. Can't believe I'm even saying that.
So what happened to Malik Neighbors? I see people in the chat talking about Malik Neighbors.
Yeah, I had the Giant game on as well, kind of on the side. Jackson's Arts debut, but yeah, he got hurt, and it looks like he's not coming out for the second half of the game. So he got hurt, and I don't really see what the play was. I mean, a lot of time with receivers, it's like a knee or like an ankle or something kind of like that.
I saw a movie
So,
last night I think you might like. It's called One Battle After Another.
I'm going to see it on Monday.
Oh, God. It was one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Yep.
Yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson.
I saw people saying it's like the best movie of his career, and I was like, really? Okay, so I'm gonna go check it out. Yeah, it does look good.
Neighbors tore his ACL, says Frankie. Yikes.
Whoa, really? Oh, man, that's a really tough break.
Done for the year.
Oh, man, that sucks. Wow. That's really rough. Giants might have like 3 wins.
Here's Austin Wells. I'll tell you what, if Wells could ever learn to lay off that high fastball,
yeah,
because he's deadly when he hits the ball, when he drops the bat head on those pitches low in the zone. But when he's chasing that high fastball, he fouls it off or swings through it.
Yeah. like I said, I'm willing to give him another shot. Kind of amazing too how Adley Rushman kind of like dropped off a cliff for them
Yeah,
too,
what the
man.
hell
Where
happened to
they,
him?
yeah, I know they're talking about they would move him in the off season. Are you interested?
Yes,
Yes, yeah, I'd be interested, but it's
I'd
in
be
division,
interested.
so you know they're gonna ask for the moon and the
Yeah, they're not
stars.
gonna.
Yeah. Actually, where do you think he's going if he does get moved? Like, what's a team that would pick him up? Like, I feel like he'd get traded to the National League. Like, maybe he get well,
Um,
JT Real. You know what? JT Real Muto is about to be a free agent. Maybe the Phillies grab him.
I was gonna say, maybe, the maybe the Giants. Who's the Giants catcher? I don't think they have a good catcher.
Patrick Bailey.
Yeah.
So good to hop behind the plate. But yeah, Adley Rushman. I don't know what the hell happened to him, man. But he kind of had a really disappointing season, and he's kind of been bad for a little bit now too. So.
So Kirk just hit a grand slam. So it's fucking 5-1 Toronto now.
Damn it.
Unbelievable. Freaking
All right.
Rays.
Well, seems like the wild card it is, unfortunately.
Let's not count our
But
chickens before they hatch. I mean, let's let it play out. Let's see what the
yeah,
Rays have in them. It seems like they're trying to let Toronto win, though.
yeah, yeah. The Rays don't really like the Yankees though, so I kind of feel like that's what that
So
is.
what's the matchup? So like, the Yankees would be the 4 seed, so they would play. That's so weird that they would tie for the best record in baseball, possibly, or in the American League, and be the 4 seed. That's stupid.
Yeah, that is kind of wild actually when you think about that. Like the bracket honestly has been so kind of confusing because like everyone's waiting until game 162 to literally kind of decide things. So, what is the playoff bracket picture looking like right now? Let me try to see what that looks like. So,
I'll find it.
if I think I have it on MLB.com right now, but the Yankees would be the 4 seed, and it looks like they'd be hosting the Red Sox in the wild card series. Is that right? I think it's right.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, and then the winner of that would go on to play Toronto. So I'll just say that that does worry me a little bit with in the playoffs. Historically, the Yankees have really only been able to beat up on central teams, and that's what they did last season. And also, they had losing records against their in-division opponents
There's a
this
few
season.
things I don't like about this. One, that means you're getting Garrett Crochet in the
Or,
playoffs.
yeah,
In game
yeah,
1 at Yankee Stadium,
mhm,
though. Number 2, it's a 2-game series. I think the team the Yankees match up the worst against is the Red Sox. And number
yeah.
3, it means that you're going to Toronto for games 1 and 2 of the division series. And that's not going to work out well.
To be honest, I'll look at it this way. Yes, Garrett Crochet definitely worries me, and Aroldis Chapman's had probably the best season of his career. He's probably going to win the reliever of the year award. But my colleague who's a Red Sox fan, I keep teasing him. I'm like, you know what the Aroldis Chapman experience is? In the biggest moment
Yeah.
of the season, he will blow it. I don't care what kind of season he had this year. It just is in his DNA. He's done it multiple times in his career. 2016 World Series against Rajay Davis. 2019 buzzer Astros against Jose Altuve, and the guy was like smiling on the mound. But he'll blow it in the biggest moment.
Can I just get back to the Yankees, steer back to the Yankees for a minute?
Yep.
Ryan McMahon has the ugliest swing I've ever seen. Like, it is just, it's so loopy. There's nothing
Yeah.
behind it. Like, I don't understand how he ever makes contact.
Oh well, he's hitting over 200 at least. So, but I will say
215.
about him, I appreciate his honesty in the post game. He'll he got asked a question where they were like asking him about his approach at the plate or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, it's no secret. I've been struggling," and I can appreciate that. I can appreciate his honesty over the "it's all right in front of us" that the Yankees like to do
It's
rather.
all right
So
there
it
in
is
front of
like a
us.
little bit of a breath of fresh air there. Yeah, that was the drop. Yeah, it's all right in front of us. So. But I'm looking at the wild card series. This is actually hilarious to me too. That if the Mets don't make it, that'd be so funny.
2-1 to McMahon. Bradish kicks, fires, swung on and missed. He just always seems late. And that was a slider, and he was late.
Yeah. You might have to tweak some things in the offseason mechanically.
Let me just say one like best case scenario, like how wild would it be to beat the Red Sox and the Blue Jays in the playoffs, and then maybe face off, let's say, against the Guardians again in the ALCS? That would be dope. That would be a
I don't know.
fucking.
I don't think Cleveland is coming out of there, man. It's probably gonna be.
Well,
I
who
would
knows?
think Detroit beats Cleveland. Honestly, I know they kind of choked it there. I do think Detroit would beat Cleveland, and then it would be either Seattle or Detroit.
Yeah. I'm just
But
best case scenario there. That's the path.
yeah,
Beat the Red Sox, beat the Blue Jays, and do it at Yankee Stadium. Finish it like in game 3 or 4 at Yankee Stadium, and
Yeah.
then play the Guardians, who you beat in the ALCS last year.
Yeah.
And then maybe you match up in the let's hope the Reds. Let's get let's get the Reds into the World Series.
Honestly, do the Cubs scare you? Not really.
No, you know what? I am like, call me. I don't know what the word is. Call me a
Crazy?
jerk. Whatever. I'm whatever. I'm kind of happy the Mets have fell on their ass. I'm kind of
Oh, me too. Are you kidding?
like Schadenfreude, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel Anyway,
Dude, the whole offseason when they signed, so we're not little brother anymore. You were big brother now. And then, oh, really, really?
Yeah.
And then I was laughing to myself. I was like, good for you guys. Little brother got a left hook in there, but you guys are still 25 championships away. So I
Right.
don't want to hear little bro, big bro. Like I don't even care about the Mets. I only care about the Mets when we play them. That's it. So.
Yeah.
But I do think it's hilarious that they were all little bro, big broing us in the offseason, and now they're literally maybe not going to make the playoffs. And that comment from Juan Soto, too, they have a better chance to win, hysterical. I
Yeah.
wholeheartedly believe this. It was about the money, man. Period.
Yeah, 100%.
And there's
has
nothing
to
wrong
be.
with that. That's his right. It's his right. It's what he does for a living, but it is about the money. And then I think that narrative of, well, it was only $5 million more. No, it's not. You see all the escalators in the contract? Those are all going to get kicked in. It's like $850 million in value.
Yep.
So Cohen opened the checkbook. Good for them. I do think, though, like you were saying, if the Yankees beat the Red Sox and the Blue Jays, and let's say Judge has like a 2009 A-Rod run in October, even if they don't win the World Series, I do think it's like a legacy-defining run, beating those
Yeah.
two teams and playing well in those games.
My stream just froze up, so I might have to refresh it here.
I got 2-2 on McMahon, 2 outs right now. And he struck out. And he struck out.
No, I'm.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, I'm already top 3.
Wow. Oh, you're already top 3? Damn.
Yeah.
I'm
So
behind.
refresh. It probably paused
I
and you didn't
refreshed.
realize. That happens sometimes on these streams. And we lost TK.
I'm sorry, Derek. I hit the wrong refresh button. I'm back.
Yeah. Well, it happens.
Hold on.
All right. So yeah, you once in a while just refresh your stream there. I think MLB
Yeah.
does that once in a while, but it is
Okay,
1-0
yeah, I'm top 3,
Yankees. Top third, 1-2 count.
Yep, 1-2 count.
Okay, cool.
Yep, we're back. And also, somebody in the chat just enlighten me here really quick. What's the scenario with the Mets? If the Mets win and the Reds win, do the Reds have the tiebreaker?
Yes.
Or
Yeah. So if the Mets don't control their own destiny, from what I understand, if the
Okay.
Reds win, Mets are out. That's basically what it is.
Gotcha.
The Mets,
So they're
the
in the
Reds
same
have to lose,
situation as
and
us,
the
basically.
Mets have to win.
Right. Okay. That's hilarious to me. So,
Well, look at it this way. At least Soto can get a start on his offseason,
yeah.
Mets 12 games back in the NL East. Wow. Hey, kudos to
Dude,
the
they were
Reds,
like-
man.
The Mets were like 6 games up at one point in June,
Yeah.
I think. Like,
So were the Yankees. And then,
just-
I'm going to be thinking about that frickin' Marlins series,
yeah.
because we should have
Oh,
won
yeah.
the American League East. Not
Dude,
looking like it's going to
you know what
happen
I'm
based on Rays and Blue Jays now.
You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about all those Devin Williams ridiculous collapses.
Yeah.
The one in Tampa Bay. like if all of those are he does his job and he nails it down, the Yankees have 100 wins this season.
Yeah,
So
100%.
yep.
First walk of the day for Luis Heel. 29 pitches
Yeah.
here.
No.
Colton Cowser, another guy. Like they had all these amazing prospects: Cowser, Westberg, Holiday. You know, I think I feel. Oh yeah, Rushman
Pierce or
and
whatever too.
Mayo. I mean, and these
Yeah.
are guys with like OPSs in the 600s. You know, they don't have a single person in their starting lineup today with an OPS higher than 780, and that's Gunnar Henderson. He's the only one who's panned out, and he's regressed significantly.
Yeah, man.
There's
No,
our shortstop next year. Let's go get Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson. Yeah. Maybe he
See if
just
they'll
needs to
deal.
change the scenery.
Yeah.
Give me
You know how-
give me Adley Rushman and Gunnar Henderson from Miguel Andujar and Clint Frazier. Do you do it?
Yeah. No, seriously. Would you trade Lombard and Legrand for Gunnar Henderson?
Lagrange? Yes, I probably would. Yeah. I know it's in division and you might regret that, but Gunnar Henderson has shown me success in the major leagues. I don't know what Lombard is. I know what he is in theory.
Apparently, Tampa Bay is just kind of mailing this game in. Chat's pretty pissed about it. Well, maybe it'll be blessing in disguise. Get to play while the guys are still playing well. I mean, the Yankees, if they hang on, that'll be 8 straight wins.
Yeah. The one thing that does worry about the wild card series, though, is that like things can change quick, right? Where they pitch Crochet, they lose that first game, immediately back is against the wall, immediately. So, Yeah, do you believe that report? I saw this rumor that the Yankees were like offering Spencer Jones and Lombard for Paul Skeens at the deadline. The Pirates said no. You don't think that's true?
The Pirates were not interested in moving Skeens. So the Yankees called up and said, "Hey, would you be interested in moving him?" And they said no, and that was it. And they didn't get to the offer stage. That's not how it works in baseball. When you're actively negotiating, like there has to be interest from both sides before there's even
talking about who they're gonna. But it's like the only way I could see that happening is like they called them up and they said no, and the Yankees are like, "Are you sure? We'll give you Lombard and Jones." Really? Yeah. But
my stream froze again.
The thing about Paul Skeens though is if you look at the payroll, Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon's contract both expire the same year he hits free agency. So,
nice throw, gunned him down, Austin Wells.
You know what I'm saying, Derek? I feel like it's if he wants to be a Yankee when he hits free agency, I kind of feel like it's going to happen.
We'll see. I mean, I'm sure he's going to want to be in a big market. I mean, he's a premium name, but honestly, I see him going to LA. Like Livy Dunn is his girlfriend. They're like,
she just bought an apartment in New York.
Yeah, well, that's probably just to get some work until they get to LA. They want to be superstars, in LA, and
you could be a superstar in New York.
Yeah, they want to do like the whole acting Hollywood thing. I think.
I don't know. I think you could do it with either one, right? But I don't know. Sometimes Paul Skeens seems like a pretty low key guy. I don't know if I almost see him going to like the Cubs, like a big market, small market kind of team.
Who's your starting shortstop on Tuesday night against the Red Sox?
Caballero.
Yeah, me too.
I don't trust Volpe to make the play in the big moment.
Agreed.
I've seen it not go well too many times. And also, the bat is self-explanatory. I like him coming off the bench as a pinch runner.
You know where I can see Skeens going, by the way, with chat still talking about it? I can see him going to the Mets because that's one of those guys where, like, when you talk about Cohen outbidding everybody as a free agent, like, that's one of those places where he would flex and give somebody like look what he paid for Scherzer and Verlander when they were free agents. Like, he went well above what other people were willing to pay for.
I'll tell you. I don't think Skeens is going to the Mets. I think Skubal's going to the Mets.
Maybe.
I think Skubal next year's his walk year. If Detroit doesn't re-sign him, I think that's the last piece they need right now as an ace pitcher. I think Skubal will go to the Mets.
I want Skubal in New York. I want him with the Yankees. I want him with the Yankees.
I don't know, man. I mean, the Yankees have like spent so much money on starting pitching already. Like, you had Garrett Cole, Rodon, and Fried.
But like you said, like, I mean, that shows one, where they're willing to spend money. And two, like, we got guys whose contracts are going to expire. I mean, Rodon's
Yeah.
got 3 years left. So at that point, he'll have 2 years left. I mean,
Cole, too.
Garrett Cole's got 3 years left. He'll have 2 years left at that point.
Yeah.
They're always
I don't
trying
know.
to
I
add
feel
the
like I'd
best pitching
rather.
possible.
I feel like I'd rather kind of wait and make a play for Skeens. I know Scooble's great, but Skeens is younger, and that guy's just generational. Like, he's just unbelievable. So
I feel like
I
his
think
his elbow's ready to explode one of these days.
no, he's 6'6", like 250. Like, the guy's a horse.
Yeah. Even if it
I
does,
think
like I was
it'll-
saying with Cam Schlittler, I mean, you miss a year. It's like a rite of passage these days. And I'm
yeah.
worried about
It-
Schlittler because he throws so hard. Like, those guys who throw hard, eventually it gets them. Like, it got Luis Heel, it got Severino, like it gets everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, like honestly, Garrett Cole, even like the fact that it happened this late in his career is kind of, surprising even. But in today's game, I think it's really just it's gonna happen eventually. It's really if you have clean mechanics. The thing I'll say about Skeens is like his mechanics are very clean. He throws hard
Yeah.
very effortlessly. The thing that worries me about Schlittler is he's very wiry and he's never thrown this hard. In the minor leagues, he was like 92, 93. Now he's 100.
No, he was like 96. He was 96 plus. But I mean, he's a strong dude. He's 6'5", 230. He's a big dude too. He has a lot of whip action. Like he's got long arms. He's got big hands. Like, he's got a big stride. Here's Caballero. Is he rocking the double eye black, the equal signs?
Yeah, he always does that. He also like is still wearing the same batting gloves and arm sleeves from when he was in Tampa Bay.
Right.
With the like City Connects or whatever.
Neon shit. Yeah.
That's only been like a recent thing, like that the Yankees have started allowing that, where you can wear like neon,
Whatever you
neon
want, yeah.
like cleats and stuff. You look at those '90s Yankee teams; they all have like black cleats. That's it. Period. Nothing else. So, I think it looks kind of stupid, especially the belt. But like, whatever.
I like when Brett Gardner used to rock the white cleats. He was like one of the first people to do that.
Yeah, I don't
With the
mind
high
that. It
socks.
matches the uniform. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the pink arm sleeve and the lime green belt is just like a little like okay, whatever. Dumb. Yeah.
Doesn't match. All right, 5-1 Toronto still. Man, I mean, you still have to compliment the Yankees for doing what they've done. I mean, they got 93 wins, chance to win 94. It's just going to be that, either one of the games against Toronto, one of those meltdowns again. I mean, that's the problem with Aaron Boone and like not treating every single game as a must win. Like, look how they've managed the last couple of weeks, right? The best players have played and they've gone for the kill every single day. You got to do that all season, right? I don't care about, punting games in June. That's bull.
Yeah. Well, they're always kind of like, well, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And so, that's true to a certain degree, but there are certain games like the game. I'll always go back to that game in Tampa where Devin Williams gave up like a 6-run lead or something like that. I don't even remember, back in like May. And it's just like that kind of stuff just like can't happen because that game literally is the difference.
Yeah. That
one game, right?
Right. When you let somebody out there
that Aaron Judge got robbed of a homer too.
Yep.
They struck out. You just have him strike out there? Is that where you're at?
Yep. Bottom 3, 1 out.
Yep.
Yeah, Grisham. I'm picking Grisham to go deep in this game. That's one thing that concerns me about facing Garrett Crochet in game 1. It takes away like some of your lefties. It takes away Grisham, Rice, Wells. Like, it takes away I guess Rice, he can still run into one. And Bellinger hits lefties.
Does have reverse splits though.
Yeah. McMahon, I mean, he sucks like against everybody, but against Crochet, I give him no chance. So I don't like the Yankees' chances against Crochet, but they have faced him a couple of times. They got 4 runs off him last time. And you never know. Maybe they'll run into him. I mean, and you're going to have Judge and Stanton swinging the bat pretty well. So here's Ben Rice.
I mean, the thing about a guy, well, Rice was hype after that home run.
Yeah.
But like the thing about Crochet or a guy like a Scooble, any elite pitcher like that, I mean, you got to work counts. You got to try to get him out of the game early. You're not going to string a lot of hits together. So if you can work walks, you kind of have to get that big hit. That's kind of what you need. So, but
Ethan
he's going to be
says
tough.
Ethan says if we could go back in time and pull the strings on the Tucker for Luis Heel trade, would you do it? No, I don't think so because he's gonna be a free agent. If they want him, they could sign him, but I don't think they need him. Their outfield has not been a problem.
No, their outfield hasn't. I'd probably agree with you just because, again, like you said, and especially Grisham, basically, he had an unexpected great year, so that definitely helped a lot. But if he wasn't going to be a free agent, yes, but because he is going to be a free agent, then no. Say that.
I got a curious cat here, just
Oh yeah.
all up in my face here. Psst, come here, kitty. Want to be on TV? No, she took off. So we're through 3 innings. Yankees lead 1-0, and Luis Heel throwing a no so far. What if he's not throwing a perfect game, but I brought it up after one batter. That would be funny. That would prove there's no jinx. Come here, kitty. All right, I got to run another ad. Let's go ahead and do the Fair Harbor ad, and then we'll be back in just a minute.
FT fam, welcome to the world's most comfortable swimwear. For a moment, we are talking about Fair Harbor. We actually have some show and tell today. This is the liner that you're working with inside of the shorts and the bathing suits.
You know what the best part is about this, Scott?
What?
They have a lot of different options because these are clearly yours because I would never order this pattern, but
that
they
is
would look
so
great
me.
on you.
That is so me.
These are so you. Mine are a little bit more plain than this.
Yes.
But they are super comfortable. The liner, I love liner shorts. Some people don't. But these liners are better than most that I've had on, if not all of them.
Yeah,
Because
this is the best liner out there.
No mesh. All of the above is perfect.
Exactly. It's really good. You got to give it a shot. Also, fun random fact, you get a new shirt. It smells really good. So head to fairharborclothing.com/FOUL and use code FOUL for 20% off your first purchase. Once again, Fair Harbor, HARBOR clothing.com/FOUL for 20% off your first purchase and use that promo code FOUL so they know FT sent.
All right, so we had a request to pull up Bellinger's stats versus Kyle Tucker. So I'm going to share my screen here. So Kyle Tucker, 267 with 22 home runs, does have 25 ribbies. Pretty good StatCast numbers across the board. 378 on base percentage, 595 plate appearances, so he was mostly healthy this year. As an outfielder, meh, about average. Sprint speed, not that great. Now let's look at Cody Bellinger. 272, so advantage Cody. 29 home runs, advantage Cody. Stolen bases are higher for Tucker. Cody's a better fielder, better base runner. Doesn't strike out all that much. They're both pretty good at avoiding strikeouts. So, yeah.
Tucker's only 2 years younger too.
Yeah, I'd rather have Bellinger, honestly. I think he's a better baseball player.
I kind of agree. I think the Cubs will probably keep Tucker. I don't think he's going to go anywhere, and he's a good player. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but also, do you think maybe playing in Chicago affected him a little bit, coming from like a dome in Houston, and then Chicago is deep right field, windy, it's cold. Like would he be really good as a Texas Ranger?
That's a good question. I really can't. I mean, I never played like in a dome, so I can't really tell you the difference. But I bet you Eric Kratz would say it wouldn't really matter. I mean, and I remember Tucker getting off to a good start this year when it was cold.
Yeah,
I could see Tucker re-signing with the Cubs. I could see that, being like they've been waiting to sign like their big next franchise player for a while, the guy to build around, and he could be that guy. Although they did, the fans did boo him at one point this year.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
a nice play.
Is PCA the franchise guy that they've been looking for?
Maybe
like they're gonna just say that. Well, we have him. He was in our system, right? So
let's see what his numbers are.
Because he was like an MVP candidate to start the year, and they just like kind of dropped off the face of the earth.
He's 30-30. I mean, 31 home runs, 35 ribbies, 23 years old. He's gonna get better. Yeah. Look at that spray chart, man. Wow.
That's another hilarious Mets thing. They traded him for Javi Baez.
Yeah. That's hilarious. That's nuts. All right, let's go back to the...
That is the danger of trading prospects, like trading a George Lombard Jr. You don't know. Maybe he's a bust, but maybe he's the next, franchise shortstop.
Home run opposite field
Nah.
for the Orioles. Jordan Westberg.
There goes the no-no.
Yeah, there goes the no-no. So I did jinx it.
Yeah.
So tie
This is a
game.
solo shot. Yeah.
I spoiled it for myself because I pulled it up and I was like, why is it 1-1? On my screen, it was 1-0. And then, like, as I was thinking that, Westberg
Yeah.
went deep. So Westberg with a couple of home runs in the series. He hit that 3-run shot the other night, right?
I think so, yeah. He's a good player.
Luis Heel. Well, all things considered, I mean, you don't want to play in the wild card game, or in the wild card round, but if you have to, at least it'll be high drama versus the
Yeah.
Red Sox.
I guess the Red Sox, what is it, Fox? Do they have the wild card? They're
I have no idea.
salivating.
I haven't gotten there yet. I have no idea.
But whoever
I don't-
has that series, they're salivating.
I'm so like I don't even check to see where the game is until like I'm ready to turn it on. Like I just don't have any space in my brain for that.
Yeah. And for my football fans out there, looks like for the fourth quarter, just under 5 minutes ago, Giants are up 21-18 on the Chargers, but the Chargers have the ball. And Jackson Dart, 100 passing yards, 101 passing yards, 12 for 19, 1 TD. So very kind of mediocre debut.
Nope, home run. Gunnar Henderson went deep. So 2 home runs in the inning off a heel.
Nope, figure it out.
Yeah, you can't pitch him in game 3 against the Red Sox. They'll fuck him up.
No.
Yeah, I think Schlittler in game 3 would be interesting. I think all 3 games would be at Yankee Stadium, right?
Yeah, but I think I do, and we talked about this before. Would you rather do Schlittler? I guess I don't know how they're going to line their pitching up, but yeah, let's just say everyone's well rested, right? You would go Fried game 1 and then Schlittler game 2 and to go Rodon game 3, just to have a veteran in a game 3 or no?
No, they're not going to do that.
So you would have to pitch a Schlittler in a game 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I want to see it though. Like he needs the experience, right? If he's going to be a big piece of the team and be an ace guy, he needs that experience. So I want to see how he like rises to the occasion. I feel like he kind of will. I don't know why. I just feel that way.
Hey, I got breaking news. The Rays put up a couple of runs. It is now 5-3.
Hey, yo, hello.
We just got the note in the chat. So I haven't seen the score update yet on Baseball Theater, but
What the hell, Volpe?
are you kidding me?
What the hell was that?
That throw did. They said that they said Michael K just said it was hit so hard it knocked him down. It was not hit so hard it knocked him down.
No,
that was
you gotta
bad
make
footwork.
That play.
That
you're
was
a
bad
professional
footwork.
shortstop. What the hell?
Crowd's
Dude,
letting him hear it.
The crowd's letting him hear it. Really?
Yeah.
Hey,
God, that was
deserves it.
ugly. What the hell was that?
What the hell was that? That's why Caballeros is starting shortstop in the playoffs. Period.
Yeah. Frankie
You know,
says,
Caballero
what the hell,
make that
Volpe, is
play.
the most commonly used phrase in 2025. I'd say it was, oh no, Devin Williams is in the game.
Yeah.
He's been better lately, but he's terrifying me in a big spot.
Yeah, he makes me nervous, man. That was ugly.
You know who's looking great lately? Camilo Doval.
Yeah, he's looked really
Like,
good.
If we get Doval and Williams and Bednar all pitching well in the playoffs, and then you throw in, a little Yarbrough here and there, a little Weaver here and there, a little Tim Hill in the right spots.
Would you pitch Heel out of the bullpen?
It's
I guess
tough.
for long relief.
Right? I mean, in long relief, sure, but in a high leverage spot, I'd have a difficult time doing that because he walks so many guys.
Yeah, I do think Weaver will kind of rise to the occasion. He's had a little bit of a rough run there, but whoa. What's that? But I do think, yeah, I do think that Weaver's a kind of guy that like he needs to be in that high pressured situation to perform well. If you put him in like a blowout game, like he's not good.
I'm gonna ask my wife. I'm gonna have her bring me some coffee. It's our anniversary. She has to say yes.
Ooh, happy anniversary!
Yep, 12 years.
Nice.
Tonight we're gonna watch The Bridges of Madison County.
I like that.
I've
Good
never
stuff.
seen it. Clint Eastwood movie, romance.
She pick it.
Actually, it's one that I saw. It was like on sale a while ago, and I picked it for a night like this, like when we wanted to watch like something kind of light, whatever.
Oh man, you got the hard copy?
No, it was on the $5 like Apple TV.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
bro went to like Blockbuster Video to rent
Yeah.
rent
Dude,
a
I
movie.
worked at Blockbuster Video for like 3 years.
Really?
Oh man,
Wow.
best job I ever had.
Oh, dude, I remember as a kid, being like, 5, 6, 7 years old and going to Blockbuster to like rent a movie. There was one in my hometown and going in there, smelling like popcorn on a Friday night. And it was all like ordering pizza. It was like a party night. My parents going out to dinner or whatever. And it was great. Very nostalgic time. All right. He just K'd Mountcastle to end the inning.
Yep.
Is that what you got?
Yep, and my stream froze right as you were saying that, so I'm going to restart it. Yeah, the
Yep.
technology
All right.
sucks, but
Yep.
hey, that's what we got to
Thanks,
do because we're
MLB.
both blacked out.
Ridiculous.
Oh, and now I'm getting a thing that says, "Oh, we're out of bandwidth."
That's a great way to grow your sport, Derek, is to have people that are fans of a team in other markets not be able to watch the game.
Yep. I'm going to put up a quick DraftKings ad, and I'll be back in 1 minute. Your season, your shot. The NFL season is rolling, and every touchdown can bring you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code FOUL. That's code FOUL to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first $5 bet, plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, fees may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday Ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
All right, TK, I'm going to give you something that you have not had in quite some time, and that is a little bit of solo airtime while I go and fetch my coffee. I'll be back in just a minute. Everyone, enjoy the dulcet tones of Mr. Terrence Kim.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? I saw Ethan, you were asking for marriage advice. Now, I'm not married, but I do live with my girlfriend, and I'm having my three-year anniversary with her on February 5th. So I can definitely speak on living with your significant other. And my advice for that, just it's not that serious. Sometimes you guys get in an argument about whatever, and it's just not that serious. You just let it go, man. That's it. That would be my advice on marriage / living with your significant other, So here we go. We got Judge. I got Judge 1-0 against Bradish here. Rips one up the middle. Oh, God, he's such a good baseball player. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Base hit for Aaron Judge.
What do you guys think? Is it I know we're all Yankee fans, so we're going to be biased, but let's just try to be as objective as possible. Is it Cal Raleigh or is it Aaron Judge?
It's absolutely Aaron Judge. It's absolutely Aaron Judge. He leads in almost every category.
I also think that. I mean, 60 home runs is unbelievable, and it's an incredible season. And I do think that
if Cal Raleigh was the one hitting 330, right, with 50-something home runs, they would find an excuse to give it to him, right? People don't want to vote for New Yorkers, for Yankees. No. There's a bias, It is what it is.
Yeah, I would think, though, too. There's a little bit – I think there's going to be some, Judge fatigue. But, I heard this baseball writer, he made such a great point. He's like, I think maybe it was even on Foul Territory, I forget. But he was saying, I think we've gotten a little bit numb to how good baseball.
Jason Stark.
Aaron Judge. Yeah, it is so true. I mean,
the guy is putting up
historical season after historical season. And I was texting Derek about this a few days ago, but I was saying Aaron Judge might be one of the most unlucky superstars to ever play the game. If you think about it, where in 2017, he lost the MVP to Jose Altuve, who cheated, by the way. But he should have won, cheating or no cheating. So this is the exact same argument there. He lost because he hit 284, and Altuve hit 336 or something like that.
Yeah. Judge is up to 332 after that hit, by the way.
Yeah. So, and then all of his injuries.
5-4. 5-4 Toronto.
Making it interesting.
But the Yankees are losing,
But-
so it's not going to matter unless the Yankees can score some runs here.
No, they can win. But broke his wrist, got hit by a pitch, dove for a ball, broke his rib, the toe. I mean, I'm serious. Aaron Judge should have like 5 MVP awards if
He really
everything
should.
kind of broke the right way.
He's the best player I've ever seen. I mean, the possible
Play,
exception
yeah.
of Bonds.
Yeah. Another base hit.
I think you're a second ahead of me now. Yeah, like 1 second. All right. Well, first and second, nobody out. And I will be right back. TK, take over for just a second.
Who said? Wait, who? The MVP odds for Judge up to 190, Frankie, is what book is that on? Like, is that live updates going on right now? Like, it's amazing to me how it's fluctuating that much too between Raleigh and Judge. Like every other day, the odds change. I swear, it's ridiculous. So, I don't know.
So,
it's pretty
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Anybody feeling a home run right here? I'm feeling a home run right here.
yeah, I think he's gonna hit one 500 feet. He changed his stance again. He's like a little bit more upright. He's like leaning over a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he's been leaning over. It's
Yeah.
1-1 on the count.
Frankie's saying Judge is minus 175 on DraftKings to win the MVP right now.
Yeah, it's changing like every minute, so I
Yeah.
don't follow that too much. Like, I don't get too caught up in what the odds are. That's just how people are betting, and nobody knows.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
people whose vote counts is the baseball writers.
Yeah, I mean, I actually think that's kind of a dumb way to give the awards out.
I agree.
Almost,
I agree.
you know. I almost feel
I
like
think the
it should be
players
like
should
a
vote. I think
committee.
the entire league
Yeah.
should vote.
Or I was gonna say maybe like a committee of like alumni players, but I think players should vote, whether
Maybe
current
yeah.
or
So maybe
former.
like players in the league and award winners past in baseball.
Yeah.
People who've won that award, like
Or like-
MVPs. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, or like how about like a Hall of Fame committee or something? Like players in the Hall of Fame like vote, because I mean those are the guys that know the game, right?
Got a dog here saying hello. Stanton fouls it off. So I've got 2 streams up now because I've got the stream on the computer and I got my big screen going here, and it's 2-2.
Also, if the Yankees do win the division, right, then they would play the winner of the Red Sox Blue Jays wild card, I think. And obviously, you'd probably rather see Toronto than the Red Sox for that, right?
I think that the Jays have a bullpen problem, and I think that the Red Sox are a tougher matchup for the Yankees. I think at having home field advantage, the Yankees can beat either one of them.
Yeah.
But with that week off, it'd be interesting. 3-2 to Stanton. Smoked. Base hit. Judge, round
he's
third, he will score.
There it is.
And
ties
we
it
are
up.
tied up, baby. We are tied up. I might be a pitch ahead of you now, TK.
No, I just got it back here. But question for you too, Stan. He was hurt for quite a while, but do you think this is his best year as a Yankee?
Yes.
Yeah. Even though he was hurt.
Now we'll see what the playoffs. A lot of times, I judge a guy's year by like how it works out in the end. Like you have to include the playoffs as the whole package, right? A-Rod's 2009 was not his best year as a Yankee, right? But I think he would tell you it was his favorite year, his best year because of how he did in the playoffs. I contend that 2007 was his best year as a Yankee. He had 54 home runs.
Yeah.
But Giancarlo, given like that, he's hitting for a decent average. I mean, look at his last few years. He's hit like, I think he hit 190 one year. He hit like 210 one year. He's hitting now after that base hit 274. He's got a 946 OPS, and he's got almost 25 home runs, having played in 70 games or something like that. So
yeah, I saw this stat. They were saying his like rate of home runs is higher than his 59 MVP home run year right now. It's like
and his
8.5
RBIs.
at bat. Yeah,
his RBIs have been nuts. He's on like 150 RBI pace.
yeah. Yeah, it's just too bad that his body betrayed him. But like, the guy can't even move. But man, he can mash a baseball.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
what.
Wells.
The Rays fighting back. They're forcing the Jays to go to their bullpen early, and Jays,
Yeah, the Yankees said if you guys lose, we're charging you an extra $5 million for using the stadium.
Yeah.
Penalty. So
Wells strikes out.
yeah, of course. Also, like, dude, it's so interesting. I always love having this conversation about like what I think the league would like if I was commissioner, what I'd want the league to look like in 10 years. And you see how the A's, right? They're supposed to move to Vegas. They're missing like $2 billion in funding for the stadium.
Right.
Like they're not even guaranteed to build it. I don't know, man. If I was Rob Manfred, if I was the commissioner, I would force them to stay in Oakland and build a new park. They have a real fan base. It's just they just don't want to be there.
I agree with you. I would rather have them stayed in Oakland and got a better park because that park sucked. You put a
If
new
they were
ballpark
gonna
in, I think
move-
people would have gone.
If they were going to move anywhere, I would have moved them to Portland.
Yeah,
Like if they're going to move.
Nashville.
Yeah. No, Nashville, I think it should be I think Nashville
Expansion.
and Vegas should be the two expansion teams because I know they want to expand, and that would be a West Coast, East Coast. And then in terms of
That
realignment,
makes sense.
I think I would just do American League East and West and National League East and West, and that would be my divisions. I'd have 4 divisions like that.
We got
What do you
Ethan asking for a bunch of like love and relationship advice in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, I was giving them advice and saying like I'm not married, but I do live with my girlfriend, so I can speak on what that experience is like.
Ethan, this is not the Bachelor dugout edition. Let's,
You don't have any marriage advice for the guy? Come on.
if this were if love were a stat, Terrence is in A ball, and I'm like a 12-year veteran. So I don't, Well, I mean, you're in living with someone for 3 years. I guess you're maybe in AAA. You're in AAA.
Yeah,
You're like,
I'm knocking on the door, I think, at this point, right? Like
I mean, is she listening? Is she watching the stream?
she's in the living room right now. So and she has listened to me doing the stream
So
sometimes.
blink twice if you're thinking about popping the question. There was
No,
no
we've
2
dis-
blinks. You hear that?
We've
You hear
dis-
that, girlfriend?
We've discussed it, and
Alright.
I think we both said like we'd want to wait until we're like 30 until we do that.
That's when I got married. I was 30.
Yeah, and I'm only 25 right now, so yeah. Frankie keeps asking me when I'm asking the question. Dude, I took her to Paris last year for the first time. And when we got back, somebody that we both know was like, "Okay, so let's see the ring," and she was like, "What?" He's like, "You didn't propose?" She's like, "No."
I'm not
He
gonna
just
lie.
took her to Paris.
That's an all-time fumble to be in Paris with your girlfriend that you've been living with for 2 years and not propose. She was absolutely expecting it, no matter what she says. Absolutely expecting it.
Oh no way.
So Volpe just struck out. He was 9 hours late on a fastball right down the middle.
I always tease her. I'm like, I'm gonna take her to Yankee Stadium and propose on the jumbotron.
So I got a message here for Frankie Baseball, who is watching. Frankie will be joining us on the stream. Frankie, you are our official belt decider for the day. So we're going to give you the honors. So keep track and let us know. And we will...
I was thinking about this, like, can we give like a non-Aaron Judge season belt? So it can't be Aaron Judge because it would be Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge doesn't have the most belts on the team. It's a 3-way tie between Fried, Jazz, and Grish. So, I mean, who would you say the team MVP is? I mean, it's Judge like stat wise, but I think the most big hits on the team have come from Trent Grisham.
I think it's between 3 guys. That's not Aaron Judge. That's not named Aaron Judge. I'd say it's between Grisham, Fried, and Bellinger. Those would be my 3.
Bellinger's been great. I'd say
Yeah.
Bellinger's been our best all-around player, not named Aaron Judge.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I do think he's going to have a really good postseason. I just feel it. The guy's only played in big markets, as I've said before. So I think he had good postseasons with the Dodgers, too, even when he was bad that year. Word life, right? Propose Volpe wearing another uniform next year. That's kind of hilarious. I've met his girlfriend. I wonder when they're getting married.
Didn't you
She's
meet Volpe?
I did meet Volpe. Yeah, I met Clark Schmidt and Anthony Volpe and Anthony Volpe's girlfriend. Yeah, she was interesting. McMahon strikeout.
Yeah. So the Yankees had first and second, nobody out after that. Giancarlo Stanton hit and couldn't get it done.
Yeah,
Man, McMahon is
that'll
just
be
awful.
the difference.
McMahon, he's. I mean, I get that he can pick it, but I agree with Robert, who calls him all the time and can't stand watching this guy hit.
Look, I am fine with it. Honestly, the third base was such a black hole for them for such a long time, and they didn't really give up anything to get him. If he can hit me 230 next year with 20 home runs, I'd be so happy with that.
So, in an alternate universe, the Yankees signed Juan Soto, and Garrett Cole got injured, and Max Fried signed with maybe the Mets, right? If that happens, are the Yankees going to the playoffs? I don't think they are. They signed Soto, they lose Fried, they lose Cole.
So they signed Soto, and they wouldn't have Bellinger.
They wouldn't have Bellinger.
They wouldn't have.
Judge would be playing center field. Judge would be playing center, which means we wouldn't have had Grisham playing center.
Would they have brought up? Would they have brought up Cam Schlittler a lot quicker?
Maybe. He was
I
good in
don't know.
spring training. He might have.
I feel like they would be probably. I think they would make the playoffs as a wild card team, for sure. Which we might even do, but like wild card team being like the last wild card to get in.
Yeah. Frankie says, for her sake, I hope Volpe performs better off the field than on it. Hey-yo!
Hey-yo! Oh, man, I'm not going to say it. After meeting her, I'm not going to say it, Derek.
I saw her picture. She's out of his league.
I'm telling you, when you meet her in person, I understand.
So still 5-4 Toronto. Top of the fourth. Tampa Bay up. Man, I want this division so bad. Although that would mean we're stuck with Aaron Boone. I think we're stuck with Boone
We're
either
stuck
way.
with Aaron Boone if they miss the playoffs. I'm
Right.
telling you, like, there's no way they're firing him.
If they had missed the playoffs, I think he would have been done. But this comeback, the way they've played over the last few weeks, I think. Yeah, I think they're going to stick with him.
I don't think it's such a slam dunk if they miss the playoffs if he got fired or not. I really think that they would have been like, this is an arbitrary fluke, and I think Aaron Judge loves him too, so they're listening to him a lot about what he thinks.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's such a slam dunk.
So Luis Gil is here in the top of the fifth. Got a 1-2 count. He has pitched okay except for the back-to-back home runs. That's like saying, well, the play was good except for that one thing, Mrs. Lincoln. All right. Oh, come here, kitty. Hey. Oh, you. I'm trying to catch my cat. She goes after my cords and stuff when I'm on the.
Oh my God, Boone is baseball herpes. This is not going away. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that was mean. Baseball herpes.
That's
tough. God. That's only a once a month kind of thing, though.
Luis Gil walking guys. I can't stand how much he walks people. That just drives me absolutely nuts.
His command. I don't know if that's because of the injury, though, where sometimes when you get injured, you kind of play with it in the back of your mind. You're trying to protect yourself a little bit, and he's not like letting.
But he's always been like that. I remember him walking 9 hitters in a game a couple years ago.
Yeah. People want me to spill the tea on Volpe's girlfriend. I can't do it, guys. It's not right.
How about this? Mets are losing, and Astros got eliminated, by the way. How great is that? Can we get a round of applause for the end of the Astros run of playoff appearances?
Yeah. And it's been tainted with the cheating. So, you cannot tell me they weren't cheating in 2019. I fully believe it. I'll take that to my grave.
Why? Why cover that?
Yeah,
that was one of the first videos I ever did on this channel that did well.
Yeah, dude, the Gary Sanchez quote one of the all-time greatest quotes I've ever heard about that, where he's like, "If I hit a home run to send my team to the World Series, you could take my pants off." I thought that was hysterical. So,
Right.
like,
But naked in
yeah,
the damn outfield. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Heel throwing hard today, 95 to 98. You know, velocity's back.
yeah.
Mets are losing. Reds are winning.
God, that'd
Mary
be
Beth
so
keeping
fun.
us up to date. Oh,
That would
I
be
mean,
so fun.
yeah, it'll just be nice not having to listen to Mets fans until, you know what, they'll spend a bunch of money this winter, and then the Mets fans will, oh yeah, we're going to the championship. We're the new daddies. We're the new kings in New York. And then,
Spending money on what? On
they'll
what?
probably
On
sign.
Kyle Tucker?
Maybe Kyle Tucker. You know, maybe Bellinger. Maybe they'll try and sign Bellinger. You know, Framber Valdez. Their
You
pitching has
think
been
they'll
a
try
problem
to?
this
You know
year.
what? What about Trent Grisham? They kind of need a center fielder. You think they'd try to go after Grisham?
I think they'd go after Bellinger first.
Yeah. I agree with that, but I do think there is a little bit to Cody Bellinger really enjoys being a New York Yankee. I do
Yeah.
think that. Obviously, the money's got to be right, but you know, I'm curious what he's going to command on the market as a contract. Both of those guys.
I'm just realizing I can open up another tab and see if I can put on the Blue Jays game at the same time. Technology's crazy. This isn't a TV. I can have multiple screens going.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So let's see.
Would you also? I was thinking about this the other day. Like, let's say Ben Rice plays first base next year, and he plays a very, pretty adequate, solid defensive first base, and he hits 40 jacks, and he hits like 260. Would you pull the Braves and try to sign him to a cheaper contract, like over multiple years, when you like buy out his arbitration?
Ben Rice?
Yeah.
Depends on how he does defensively.
If he's fine. He's not bad.
Yeah.
He's not great.
Yeah, I'd re-sign him. I mean, yeah. I mean, he's clearly built for Yankee Stadium. I would only let me watch one stream at a time. Okay. I'll switch back to the Yankees. Sorry, I got distracted here. Yeah, I mean, I'd sign him. I want them to sign Jazz. I want them to give Jazz, because he's going to get paid big time in free agency.
You want him to extend him this winter?
I want them to extend him this winter.
And you would just say the contract kicks in after this year, and then it kicks in, or you buy out the.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't, and it's bookkeeping. However you want to do it. 6-7 years. I mean, I think he's going to age well because he's like super athletic. He plays hard. He's fun. I'd give him 6 or 7 years at $25 a year. I think that would get it done for a second baseman.
He's like
27.
27.
27, 28. Yeah. And shout out to you, Terrence. You were on it last year. You predicted Jazz Chisholm to the Yankees long before anybody else.
Yeah, that was a take of mine that aged pretty well.
He is 27. He'll be 28 in February. So
it just seemed like a great fit, Derek. Did the research.
Give him an 8-year deal. That's till he's 36. And at that point, he'll be starting to kind of wear down. And then he's a free agent. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he did say that he loves being a Yankee and he wanted to be here. Like, he is quoted saying that. So
8 years, 200 gets it done, I think. 25 times 8 times 8.
Well, would you do it like would you do it? Maybe you would do a 7-year deal or something like that, and you would take that 8th year kind of money and make it a signing bonus,
or like a vesting option. Yeah, like a vesting option. Let's say in year 7. He gets 25 home runs, 25 stolen bases, or plays in 130 games. Yeah, playing 130 games. That's always been the thing with Jazz. He's gotten hurt a lot. Like, I've got his numbers up right now. In his career, like, he's had years where he's played 60 games in 2022, 97 games in 2023, ground out to first.
Yep.
And then he had... Last year, he played 147 games. So far this year, 129 games. I mean, it seems like about 125 games is enough to get a decent year out of him, You got to rest him occasionally. He plays extremely hard. He's finally learning to kind of do that 70% thing. But 31 home runs, 31 stolen bases. Marlins up on the Mets.
Oh, Giants won, by the way. They beat the Chargers for their first win, and the
Well,
Chargers first
how'd
loss.
Jackson Dart do?
Very kind of average. I think he had like he had 111 yards passing, 13 for 20 with a touchdown.
Okay.
So, yeah, very kind of just whatever. But, got the win. He did rush for a touchdown though.
Ooh, I'm a second ahead. Volpe just almost blew another one, but the Yankees get out of the inning. Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this.
With Jackson Holiday here.
Yeah, I only caught the end of it, so I didn't see how he got to the ball, but
Oh,
the throw was.
geez. Is the sun that bad?
I mean, it must be. I mean, it's a
I
3 o'clock
mean-
game. They don't usually play at 3 o'clock, and it's just. I mean, it's just beyond the.
Like, is that what it is? Because like, the infield well, let me see here. The infield is like pretty much all in the shadow, and then where the shortstop is, like the position itself is like in the sun. So like maybe the ball going from the shadow to the sun is making it tough, but I mean, again, you're major league shortstop, make the play.
I mean, he got the ball fine. It was the throw. He rushed the throw, and he threw.
Yeah.
So I don't think I have. Have you seen my baseball? I haven't seen my. It's over there. I'm gonna go get my baseball.
I got one. I got a Savannah banana baseball.
Yeah, I'm wearing pajamas.
Yeah.
Deal with it. Yeah. So
Savannah
like
banana
when he threw the
baseball.
ball, it came out like this. Like he got under the ball, and like that causes it to like drop downwards.
Well, you know what I've noticed? He does a 3-finger grip. Like he
Yeah, it's
throws the
weird.
ball like this. It's
like a changeup.
really weird. It's like you try to 4-seam grip the ball when you're playing
Yeah.
the field. So
Do
I
you
don't-
go
I don't
like
really
when you throw the
understand that.
baseball? Do you put the horseshoe to the left of your fingers or to the right, or does it matter?
No, I always went horseshoe like to the left. Like I always went like this pitching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always felt like if I held it cross seams like that with the horseshoe to the left, I would get just the tiniest bit of cut.
Yeah.
And so if
Yeah.
I went this way, the other way, I would get the tiniest bit of ride inwards. And then if I went 4-seam or 2-seam like this, it really like I was weird because I like to try and get in between the seams and not really be. My hands are fatter now, but I would try and get in between the seams and just kind of let the ball like come out like that and get a little bit of sink. Yeah. I mean, that was when I was pitching. As a infielder, if you pick it up, you got to throw that 4-seamer. But Volpe, he basically throws like a circle change.
Yeah, no, I swear. Like if you watch his grip in the glove, it's like he's holding like a fork like this. I never really got that. You just kind of hide your other finger back here. But yeah, I remember for that 4-seam and then for a cutter, I would just kind of move the ball a little bit where I'd be a little bit higher up on the horseshoe. But then like I was more like a fastball slider guy, and then my slider was weird. I almost held it like a knuckle curve, where like my index finger would be up a little bit, and I would try to get it on this seam like that.
Mets are down 4-0. They're on the verge of an all-time collapse, man.
Yeah, they're hilarious. Like hilarious. I think it's so funny actually.
And according to Baseball Theater, top 4 in Toronto, still 5-4 to Toronto.
The bases are loaded apparently for Tampa.
I'm going to open up the game day and we're going to take a look here.
Apparently I was wrong. Mary Beth says that Dart played very well. I didn't really watch the game, but the stat line didn't look very good. It looked very fine, but if he played well, good. I want him to play well. Good for him.
So I'm watching the Tampa Bay game. So it's 2 outs, 2-2 count. They've got Aranda at the plate. He struck him out. Okay, so Rays blew that one.
That sucks.
How crazy is technology these days? When I was in high school, if you loaded a website that had a picture on it, like I would pull up like the Daily News or, New York Post before school to read like the Yankees stats or ESPN or whatever. And if it had a picture, it would be like tick, tick, tick. It would take forever to load. The old heads in the comments will know what I'm talking about. And right now, not only am I broadcasting in 4K, but I'm watching the Yankee game, and I'm watching the Toronto Tampa Bay game. And my wife is probably streaming Outlander on Netflix downstairs. It's insane.
Yeah. That is kind of wild when you think of it. Michael A. Taylor, by the way, retires. Michael A. Taylor, 12-year career. Good for him.
Nice job. Round of applause, Michael Taylor.
Yeah.
So bottom 5, Trent Grisham up, runner on first. I missed how Caballero got on. Did he walk? Looks like he walked.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what? We could use Grisham to pop one right here. They got a lefty on the mound now. Bradish out of the game. Aiken is in. Is it Kevin Aiken? Is that his name? Keegan Aiken. That's right. Bradish had 8 strikeouts in 4 innings.
He's a good pitcher too, man. I mean, it's funny. Baltimore, it's like they have good pieces. They just couldn't put it together this year.
They've done better
Oh,
since they got rid
Grisham.
of their manager.
Oh man, Grisham.
I'm like a pitch
just
behind
out
you
in front
now.
of that. Honestly, though, we said you'd offer Grisham the qualifying offer, but like, let's say he declines, it goes to free agency. Are you trying to re-sign him, or are you picking Bellinger and you say thank you for your service? Like, what's your vibe on that?
The latter. If he rejects the qualifying offer, I take the draft pick, and I sign Bellinger. And
My offseason is, I agree with you. I try to extend Jazz. I would re-sign Cody Bellinger for sure, and I probably let Grisham walk because for me, I know he's had a great year, but I just can't buy into this being what he is. This to me is more of a career year because if let's say you sign him to a $100 million contract and he comes back and hits 15 home runs next season, you're gonna have egg all over your face.
yeah. How do you feel about this season overall, this baseball season? This has been crazy this last week, how it's come down to the wire.
Yeah.
I mean, we had some great comebacks. We had the Guardians charging up. We had some collapses. I mean, you can't mention the
Detroit.
Guardians' rise without talking about the Tigers' fall. Like, they really fell off. And the Mets collapsing. The Yankees are going to finish with a better record than the Dodgers. Did anyone expect that to happen? I didn't.
Yeah. Well, they had a lot of injuries, but
They always
San
have a lot of
Diego-
injuries.
Yankees did too, but I think baseball, it's weird because it's got good parity, but at the same time, that could be problematic. But this is now 2 seasons in a row, right, where we haven't had a 100-win team. There wasn't one last year, and there won't be one this year. Also, the Brewers, when you had that opening series against Milwaukee, I kind of thought they would be like a very 500 team. Turned out to be the best team in baseball. They have a very good modern day baseball team. A lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, good bullpen, good guys who throw hard. I wonder if they're going to make any noise in the playoffs.
Yeah, Frankie says, is it unfair to say this is the best baseball season since '98? I mean, '98 was a great year, but I mean, look how many guys we've had hit 50 home runs. We had who's hit 50 home runs? We had Shohei,
Ohtani, Raleigh, Judge, and
Schwarber.
one more guy.
Schwarber. There's been 2 4-home run games. The
Yeah.
last thing we haven't had is like a no-hitter or a perfect game,
Yeah.
which is weird
Yeah.
because
I
there's
remember
almost
that-
always
What was it like? Was it like 2021 or 2022 when there was
Like
like
every
5
2 weeks.
no hitters and
Yeah.
it was ridiculous.
Spider Tack. Spider
Yeah.
Tack.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
year of
let me
the
give
no-hitter.
you this while we're reminiscing. Do you remember Garrett Cole's press conference when they asked him about the use of Spider Tack, and he says,
Yeah.
"Well, my answer to that is," and then he sat there staring at the camera for like 40 seconds. I remember I made a YouTube video, or maybe it was I had Frankie make the YouTube video where it was like he starts talking and then he freezes, and then like the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme plays. Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, man.
All right,
yeah,
so Ben Rice.
obviously.
Ben Rice up with a big chance here. We got runners on first and second, nobody out. I want to dial back into our game here for a second.
Yeah, here we go. 0-1.
We got runners first and second, nobody out. Ben Rice up, tie game 2-2, lefty on the mound. Ben Rice hit home run number 25 earlier this year. He takes the first pitch, I thought outside of the zone, but apparently he caught the corner for a strike.
Dude, it's so funny looking at Dan Rourke's like live reactions during the game sometimes because it's so up and down where he's just like, the Rays are pathetic. Okay, the Rays are bad. It's so like Jekyll and Hyde. It's really funny.
Yeah,
He's
funny.
so like in the moment about it.
I've always liked Dan, but
Yeah.
I didn't like his thing about Dante or about Bo Bichette, or was it Springer? I can't remember who it was that he said some bad things about a couple weeks ago. I didn't like that, but Dan's a good guy. He's at heart, he's a good guy, and he's been doing it a long time.
I've never met him, but he just seems like, he's a fan. Yeah, he's a pretty
Yeah,
diehard fan. So
he's
he
been on the
gets into
show a
it.
couple of times. I like having him on the show. I hope I have him back on sometime. I've asked him a few times. He leads a busy life.
Yeah.
He's with John Boy now, and he does like all the warehouse sports and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
love to have him back on sometime. Yeah, he knows ball.
No, yeah, for sure.
Pick off, throw to second. Ooh, Caballero back in there.
He's a little too aggressive for me sometimes.
I agree.
Like if he gets picked off in the playoffs in a big moment, I'm going to be pissed. That is like the one thing you just cannot do in playoff situations, get picked off.
So of the major like sports writers, commentators, let's say like, you got Joel Sherman, Michael Kay, Mike Francesa, Carl Ravitch, and then you got the foul territory guys. Like, who is like your go-to when you want analysis? Like, who, when they say it, do you like? Well, I typically agree with most. I mean, me obviously, but other than that, like, who's your guy?
Passon.
Yeah,
Probably for
Passon's
breaking
good.
news. Passon. I mean,
But he's
either
like,
Jeff
but that's breaking.
Passon.
I'm talking about like
For analysis, I like Ken Rosenthal.
Yeah.
I think he's really good. Honestly, I like Kay a lot for the Yankees. I do like Kay a lot. And I do enjoy Kay's radio show as well for like other sports, but Kay for the Yankees specifically, but just in general, I think Ken Rosenthal is pretty good. Buster Olney. Those are probably my two go-tos. I'd say Rosenthal and Buster Olney, and Jeff Passon's just the GOAT with
Olney.
like,
I've had
breaking
Olney and
news.
Rosenthal both on the show. Olney's one of my all-time Yankee commentators
Yeah.
too, and Caballero picked off. Oh, that's crap because they
Yeah,
blocked the
that-
base.
Yeah.
So that sucks. Yeah, he's kind of a liability
little
on the
too
bases for
aggressive.
his. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna check in.
I
on
do
the,
like Buster a lot though. Buster's like, a good, like, just Yankee guy, like Yankee baseball guy, like just knows the game well and all that.
So the Rays have gone to their bullpen.
Frankie Baseball. I listen to Frankie Baseball. That Kane needs to stop being too thin-skinned. Dude, he's like talked about that. He's admitted that on the air. He's like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
paper. He knows that. So, which I like. I like him just admitting that. I think it's funny. So, Ben Rice. Damn.
Right at him.
Sucks.
You notice he's raised his average a lot. Like he's sitting in the 250s now. For a while he was like 220, and he was just like unlucky.
Yeah. I think he just kind of changed his two-strike approach a little bit. Like right there, just kind of drops a bat head, tries to just dunk one in there. All right, here's Judge. See what he does. I don't like Judge wearing the red cleats, by the way, the red spikes.
Oh, those are the Jordans from the original Air
Yeah.
Jordans. I like those. I think
The
those are
Jordan
sick.
ones. I love that he's with Jordan. I think it fits him
Yeah.
well. But like, give me some pinstripe Jordans. I don't
I'll
want
tell you what.
playing the red spikes and red spikes.
Judge goes deep here to give the Yankees the lead, and they go on to win the division. He's your MVP, guaranteed.
Yeah.
That
I
would be
just know
55 home runs. That would be 333. That would probably put him over 10 WAR. I mean, it would be a
it'd be
huge
hard not.
memory at the end of the season, so you get the recency bias factor.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Raleigh will win the Hank Aaron Award. Like he'll
And
win
he popped
something.
out
They're not.
on a
They're
3-0
not gonna.
pitch.
That sucks. They're not gonna give him nothing,
Yeah.
But you know that like everybody who's not a Yankee fan will be like, Raleigh got robbed, like all this stuff, right?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
I don't.
Yeah, Judge just missed that one.
Because couldn't you argue too? Remember, I think Joe Mauer won the MVP one year, where Derek Jeter really should have won the MVP award
It was
in like 2000.
I think it was not
2005?
Mauer. Well, maybe it was Mauer. Yeah, Jeter got robbed a couple of times. So 99 he got robbed. Go look at Jeter's numbers from 1999.
I'm gonna pull it up.
I don't
here.
remember who won it that year, but I thought Jeter should have won. I'm just going to pull up his number.
I'm on Baseball Reference. Okay.
Same here. So in 1999, Jeter,
24 jacks that year.
yeah, he hit 349 with 24 home runs. It was his only 100 RBI season, 102 RBIs. He had 219 hits that led the league, and he finished 6th in the MVP. He had an 8 WAR, and when you look at the voting, Ivan Rodriguez won, I mean, he hit 332 with 35 home runs and 113 RBIs, and he was obviously a catcher too, so that helps. Pedro Martinez came in second as a pitcher. Roberto Alomar finished ahead of Jeter. He hit 323 with 24 home runs, 120 RBIs. Manny Ramirez finished ahead of Jeter. He hit 333 with 44 home runs and 165 RBIs.
Yeah.
And then Palmeiro hit 324 with 47 home runs and 148 RBIs. So maybe Palmeiro should have won. I'm going to look at WAR. Let's see. So Jeter had an 8 WAR. Really, Pedro had the highest WAR. He was at 9.8. Jeter was second at 8.0. But he had the highest position player WAR that year, it looks like.
I think it was in 2006. He was the runner-up for the MVP. He only did 14 home runs, but he hit 343 on the year.
Who won it that year?
I think that was the year Joe Mauer won.
In 2006? I don't think so, because I don't think Joe Mauer was even in the league yet.
I feel like it was.
It was like their first baseman. It was somebody else. Oh, I forget his name.
It was somebody on the Twins.
It was.
Yeah.
Justin Morneau.
Yeah, that's who it was.
And he had a 4.3 WAR, and Jeter was at 5.6. But David Ortiz was higher than both of them, 5.8. Ortiz that year hit 54 home runs, had 137 RBIs.
Yeah.
If we're going just by WAR. And Johan Santana had the highest WAR. He was 7.6, and he won the Cy Young Award. He was 19-6 with a 2.77 ERA. I tell you what, Fernando Cruz looks filthy today. You were right on it with him when the Yankees picked him up. You seem to be pretty good at recognizing who's going to be a great fit. So I want to get you on to preview the offseason whenever that happens, and we'll kind of talk through.
I really wish that I had this whole like in-depth algorithm that I use to make these analysis. And I do that in some ways where I'll look at some stats, look at some deep analytics and stuff like that. But honestly, I think most of it is feel for the game.
Toronto just got another run. They're up 6-4.
But I think there's still a place for that in the game. I know that baseball is so analytically driven right now, and I understand why, and I get it, and I think there is value to that. But I really do think that a happy medium is where to be. There's definitely, value to being like, feel for the game. Hold on, my mom is calling me right now. Should I pick it up and speak French to her on the air?
I'll take it from here for a few minutes if you want to mute yourself.
Yeah. 1 second.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a little play-by-play here. So no score, nobody out, top of the sixth, 2-2 count to Jordan Westberg from Fernando Cruz. Punched into center field, and it's going to dunk in there for a base hit in front of Trent Grisham. Whack. Gunnar Henderson will come in. He homered earlier in the game.
Okay, Derek, I'm back. Everything's fine.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yo, when your mom calls, you pick up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. She didn't realize I was on the air, and I was like, nope, I'm on the air. I got to get back to this. So
not only is the season coming down to the wire, but like every game in the final season is coming down. In this season's coming down to the wire. Like the Toronto Tampa Bay game is tight. The Yankees Orioles game is tight. I mean, it's looking more and more like the Mets are screwed. I mean, they're down. They're down 4-0 in the fifth inning.
Does that make me petty, Derek? Because I love it. I think it's so funny. You know that
Soto
meme?
does have a walk though, so hey.
You know that meme of the guy getting into the car and he's like laughing like as he's getting into the car? That's what it is, dude.
No, you know what a better one is? There's a meme where 50 Cent pulls up in Entourage. Have you seen this? Where it's like, and it's like I feel like we're the Yankees and they're the Met, and like we're just like, huh? And just like take off. Hang on, I'm gonna find that for you guys. 50 Cent Entourage meme. Let's see here. This is great. I love this.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's us headed to the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, you know what they're gonna do with Soto with the Squidward meme when he's in his house and he's looking at SpongeBob and Patrick running around outside.
Yeah, that's
There'll
funny.
be that too.
That guy that I mentioned earlier, Tom Borowski. He's one of the guys from the Bronx Buds. He apparently made some of the SpongeBob characters. Like he's a designer for that too.
Oh,
That's
really?
cool. That's my connection to SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah. All right.
And
So
my
for all my Giant fans, one of my really close friends just texted me, Dart is him, bro. So apparently he played a lot better than his stat line showed.
all right. Maybe how many carries did the running back get? I mean, maybe they just didn't use him all that much.
Scatabo?
Yeah,
That was actually a really good pickup for them too.
that's a Hall of Fame name, Scatabo.
Cam Scatabo, yeah.
Better future, Cam Scatabo or Cam Schlittler? I'm gonna go with Schlittler.
Schlittler, because of the longevity. Running backs play
Yeah.
like 3 seasons and they're done.
Yeah.
And especially Cam Scatabo, and I don't mean this in any harmful way, but that guy's like a crayon eater. Like if you ever watch that dude, like he just like rams his head into everything.
Crayon eater. I've never heard that one
they
before.
said it. Like this guy is an absolute crayon eater. Like he just rams into every. His mom said as a little boy, he would just like smash himself into the wall for no reason.
I've never heard that one before. Oh, nice play. Oh, by Volpe to second. They're going to get one. Oh, that should have been a double play. Volpe knocked
Volpe
it down.
botched it?
Hard line drive. I'm a second or two ahead of you because I got it on the TV because my illegal stream keeps freezing.
Yeah. You know, I really wish I wouldn't have to do that, but you know, MLB is going to make me buy 47 apps in order to get the game. Cam already has massive CTE. Yeah, I saw this video where Brian Dable was having a press conference and Scatabo like walked by the room and you just hear him like screaming in the back. Just like all right, my stream is being annoying right now. Okay, so I have
Yeah.
first and third, one out with Rushman up. Oh, and
Yep.
oh. Okay.
Yep, same here.
All right.
We're back on schedule. Yeah, every once in a while
Okay.
it's got to freeze it, or it just freezes and you got to
Yeah.
restart it.
Called him a glue sniffer. Oh man. All right, I really need a double play ball here, man. Come on,
Yeah.
let's go. Roll
Yeah,
it.
we're spending all our time watching the other game, and we got to win our own game. You know.
Yeah. You know what I feel right now, Derek, for our game?
What's that?
Walk off.
Ooh, that does feel good. That sounds good.
Walk off victory to win this game and possibly the division.
And then couple that with the Rays coming back and winning in the ninth and beating the
Yeah.
Jays. That'd be beautiful.
I don't know
And
why.
the Mets getting
walk
shut
off.
out.
You know, it's funny too. The Yankees did have a walk-off win this year, and I was texting my dad, and in like the 8th inning, I was like, I don't know why. I just feel like they're gonna win in a walk-off here, and they walked it off. I predicted the future there.
I called them. I predicted one walk-off this year, and it was the Martian. I tweeted. I said, "Give me that Martian walk-off," and then he hit one.
Yeah, that's the thing too about re-signing Grisham. I don't want to landlock Spencer Jones or the Martian. Are you going to trade him or are you going to play him? Like, let's go. You're gonna kill the asset like you did with Clint Frazier. Like, you know, Spencer Jones got to play next season. You got to see what he has.
No, I'm dealing Spencer Jones. I don't buy into it. Just strikeout rates 30.
Well, okay,
percent.
but my point though, either you trade him or you play him. Like, don't let him just rot in AAA.
I agree. Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Yankees get the out at home. Nice play.
What about Dominguez though? Are you a little cooled off on him, or you just don't really feel like he's gotten a fair chance?
I've cooled
yet?
off a little bit. I still think he's going to be a good player. I think the outfield work needs to improve. And I think as a right-handed hitter, he's got a long way to go. But as a lefty hitter, I think he's a really good hitter. Like, he is a really good lefty.
What about pulling an Oswaldo with him and just being like, you're a lefty now? Give up switch hitting.
No, not yet. Maybe spring training. Like, I want to let him have spring training and see what he does. Get him as many at-bats as you can against lefties. I want him to maybe even play winter ball. Like, he hasn't played much in the last month. He's probably not going to play much in the postseason. Let him play, 20 games and let him play as a right-handed hitter. right?
I think
And
O'Neill was saying that, like, let
yeah,
him play winter ball only against lefties as a right-handed hitter and put him in the outfield just so he plays less games, but he gets reps because he needs
100%.
reps.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Look, did Wells get hurt on that? Like he hurt his hand or something?
He hurt his hand on like a foul tip, and then the guy slid right into
It
it. So I'm sure it's
re-aggravated
not
it,
feeling
maybe?
great. Yeah.
No. Well, he's out, so it's not even close. What is this? I mean, he's definitely out. I guess they're trying to see what happened to his wrist. Look at Cruz.
So
Cruz is also, I love Cruz because he's a psycho when he's out on the mound. Like he is crazy when he's out there.
yeah,
Like I remember he got a strikeout coming back off the IL, and he's like flexing every muscle in his face. Like the guy's out of his mind. You need that, I think.
Word Lifer says the surgery sapped Dominguez's power. I don't think that's right at all. He still has
The Tommy
power. He
John?
just, yeah, that doesn't affect your power at all. I think
Yeah.
that's just a bad take.
Nice pitch.
What happens is he hits the ball in the air too much to the opposite field as a lefty, and that'll in the minor leagues that'll work, but at Yankee Stadium those are doubles, those are outs.
He was just so electric though in
Yeah.
Houston when he first came up. I was like, oh my God, we
Yeah.
got something right now. But I do think it's just the Yankees also like they've kind of screwed him over in the sense or halted his development where, Grisham emerged and he just hasn't gotten the reps. And then they put him in left and this whole thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
They didn't
Would you
expect
trade
Grisham
him?
to do what he did. What's
No,
that?
they didn't.
I wouldn't
Would
trade
you
him.
trade him?
No, no chance. He's my left fielder next year. He's affordable. He's got a good future. He's a good base runner. This one's smoked to the outfield. Grisham makes a running catch. Yes, huge catch.
Are you re-signing Griffin though?
He's definitely getting that qualifying offer. He just saved two
for
runs.
sure. Yeah.
This one was a splitter away, and Westberg crushed it and hit it 395 feet to center, and Grisham ran it down, made a fantastic catch, and we will go to the bottom of the sixth. Yankees Orioles tied at 2, and the Blue Jays up 6-4, up by 2 in the bottom of the fifth inning. Mets still down 4-0. Not that we care, but it's just fun, enjoying our weekend.
Do you think Cody Bellinger makes that play in center? Probably.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think he makes that play.
Reds are losing, but it doesn't matter if the Mets lose.
Yeah, the Mets lose, they're done, so.
Oh, man.
Did you see this thing that today was Fan Appreciation Day, so the Yankees signed a bunch of autographs on baseballs and just, like, threw them in the crowd? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we used to go to the stadium. My first time at the stadium was Fan Appreciation Day, and, yeah, they do that. They just sign baseballs and chuck them into the seats. We went on Family Day a couple of times where they bring their families out on the field, and that sucked because they didn't have batting practice.
Yeah, I think if I got the Volpe one, I'd throw it back onto the field. Oh!
Can I trade this one? Can I get this?
Honestly,
can I get a Caballero?
Imagine catching the Judge one though. Like that would be Also, like, kind of happy for Javi Baez. He had a huge bounce back year. That he looked like he was just a shot player.
What are his numbers? Pull up his numbers.
Yeah, he really brought it back because he was really good in Chicago. Then traded to the Mets, signed by Detroit, and you really thought that was going to be like an absolute just
257, 11 home runs in 413 at bats. Yeah.
All right. I
Not
mean,
great,
that's a lot worse than I thought, but the guy was hitting like 190 last year or something like that.
Riley Green had a good year, 36 homers. Also struck out 200 times.
He hit 184 in 80 games last season.
Yeah.
He had a minus 1.1 WAR.
Yeah. Spencer Torkelson finally broke out. He had 31 home runs.
Yeah.
This was his, big year. He had 31 home runs 2 years ago, but then he struggled last year. I think he got sent to the minor leagues, and then he bounced back this year. So good on him for figuring it out.
This might be the beginning of Detroit's kind of rise, though. I mean, they got good players right now, but they have a lot of minor league talent. They have Max Clark waiting, a couple other guys. So they might have themselves a little bit of a run here.
Yeah. I'm not that familiar with their system, but
they have a good system. It's like one of the best in the league.
It's 8-4 Toronto now. Kirk just hit another home run. Kirk
Dude, that
has
guy's
6 RBIs. Fuck.
Captain Kirk. That's what they call him up there.
Ugh.
Disgusting.
Jeez. Well, that game's over. So we're looking at wild card.
Yep.
It is what it is. We'll just play Tuesday. Just win. Just win the wild card.
They're gonna choke it. Shout out to my boy who just joined the stream who thinks Dart is bro right now. Dart is him.
I need to watch more football, but I don't really get a chance during baseball season. There's usually Yankees games like on during the middle of the day. Well, I mean that's just a soul crushing that Toronto is winning. I really wanted to win the division, but still winning the season or winning the game will give you 94 wins. You tie for the best record in the American League, but the Marlins coming back to beat us that day is the one that I'm going to remember. And you know what?
Yep.
If the Mets could have beat the Marlins today, they'd be in the playoffs. So how about the Marlins being the difference maker in the AL East and NL East? Yeah, in New York. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy when you think about it, but it's always that like one game. And the Yankees honestly had like 7 games that they lost that they should have won this season. So,
And look, the Blue Jays took care of business against us. They deserve it,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, no, they do deserve it. I mean, what were we like? We were like, I think we had like 4 wins against them this season.
Yeah,
or
it was
something
like 4-8 or something like that. 3-9, something like that.
Yeah.
We got Stanton
yeah.
up.
All right, I want Hal Steinbrenner. Wish George was still around. I want Hal Steinbrenner to call up the Rays and be like, that'll be a $5 million extra.
Yeah.
For giving us the division. So, and that's another thing too. With Tampa Bay, they're like, you know why Tampa Bay doesn't fill their stadium? Because A, that ballpark is awful, and B, it's in St. Petersburg. If you put it in downtown Tampa, people would go. I don't understand how people don't understand this, but I think St. Petersburg, like the city of St. Pete, doesn't want them to leave or something like that.
I'm not really familiar with all of that, but I do know that to get to their former stadium, you have to drive over a massive bridge, which sucks.
Yeah.
Like it's not an easy place to get to,
No.
and I think it's kind of in an older area. I think that the Tampa Bay Lightning tend to draw pretty well. Like if you put a stadium right next, put a stadium right next to them. I think
also the Lightning won back-to-back cups. Like they were good too. So but
hockey fans in general are like loyal. They love hockey. If you're into hockey, you're not just like a little bit. You're not a casual hockey fan. Most people love hockey that are into it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not much of a hockey fan. Although I did hear that NHL 26 is kind of dope.
Oh, the game?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love hockey. Grew up a Ranger fan, and I got to do an internship for the Florida Panthers, the back-to-back defending champs. So my friend who's on the stream right now, he calls me a fraud for this. Like he thinks that it's whack that I'll have like a little bit of a B team. Like I'll root for them on the side, but I'll never root for them over the Rangers. It's just like, I have some personal relationships with some people down there, so I'm happy for them. But it is an amazing sport. I think hockey is the best in-person product out of all the sports and the worst TV products, like the opposite of the NFL.
I've been to a couple of pro hockey games, the Carolina Hurricanes games, and I mean it's fun, it's exciting. The crowd gets into it.
Playoff hockey is like unbelievable too.
Yeah, I love how they all grow beards.
Yeah,
like how
the intensity and the speed of the and also like the overtime is like golden goal. It's ridiculous. Like it is just devastation and euphoria right next to each other.
Yeah.
And for all the Ranger fans in the chat, you've had some pretty devastating ends of seasons a few times in the last like 10 years or so. So that's been pretty brutal.
So Stanton walked, and now Wells is at the plate, fresh off of his hand injury. So we'll see how that shakes out.
Wait, did Jazz
imagine a Game 7 of the Stanley Cup final going to OT? That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I just realized that Jazz is like sitting. Yeah, I mean, duh. They're probably just giving him a day. That's fine.
Yeah.
You think they would
see if he plays against? I don't think he'll play against Crochet.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, lefty on lefty and hurting. Like Caballero will probably play second base that night.
That means Volpe's got to play,
Short.
dude.
Yeah. Wells,
Would you
Volpe,
put you
McMahon,
probably
back to
start?
back is brutal. Yeah, I agree with that.
Would you probably start Rosario? I guess at third.
Yeah.
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 Wait, let me think about that. Who would? So obviously Judd and Stanton, Goldschmidt would play first.
I'd catch
Uh,
Rice. I think he's
Catch
a little.
Rice. Yeah, catch Rice, Goldschmidt first. Bellinger either left or center.
Bellinger in center.
Yeah,
Judge in
right.
right. Stanton
Yeah,
DH. Left field. I mean, this is where it sucks that Dominguez as a switch hitter can't hit as a righty. You know what I mean? Because
yeah.
you'd love to have a good right-handed hitter in there.
I guess Grisham, right? Grisham center, Bellinger left.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably what they'll do. Louis says, everyone should ask themselves a question with this year's stats. Who would they want on their team, Judge or Raleigh? That's your MVP. Whoever says Raleigh is in denial. 100% agree. Man, we need Tampa Bay to pull off a miracle.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
So 2-2 through 6 innings.
Yeah, New York sports, when you think about it, it's really just wow. It's the Yankees, Jets, Giants, nothing. Islanders, nothing. Devils, I don't even. That's New Jersey. Rangers, they've been good. They've made the playoffs, but they've hurt you. Nets, nothing. Knicks are finally good again. So it's Frankie baseball. Knicks and Yankees. That's it. That's it
Yeah.
right now in the New York landscape. And you hope that the Knicks can make some noise, get maybe make it to the finals this season. This would be the year to do it. So
Yeah, I like the Knicks. They're fun to watch. I like Brunson. I mean, I miss 90s basketball. Like, to me, that was my golden era of basketball. It's like people ask me, why I don't watch
this is Jordan era. So yeah,
Yeah.
like.
But I mean, there's great players now. And,
Yeah.
it's like people ask me why I don't watch the new Marvel stuff. It's like I enjoyed the Infinity Stone saga so much and those 10 movies that I don't need anything else from them. Like, I can go back and rewatch those. Like, if I want to watch a basketball game and not commit to a full season or whatever, let's go back and watch a classic 90s game. I watch a lot of classic fights and stuff. I think the only sport that I really follow closely in real time now these days is baseball.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously you also do it for a living, but yeah, that too. So
Brandon Lee says, bad news for you guys. The Jays are 70-4 when they score 5 runs or more. Who cares? Who cares? Doesn't matter. They've never won shit in the playoffs. Well, not for 30
choke.
years.
I think they're
going
to
to choke. I think they're going to choke also.
I really do think they're going to choke. So,
are you texting? I hear bloop bloop.
Oh yeah, no, my that is my boy texting me right now.
It's driving me nuts. Can you tell your boy to shut the hell up?
I put on my do not disturb. I don't know why it's still
put on your silent. Put on your silent, or you're going to be silent.
Yeah. Hold on a sec.
Willie says, if the Jays can hit a grand slam, so can the Rays. Well, that's where you're wrong, buddy. The Rays cannot. Their offense is crap. We'll see. The Jays bullpen is not good, so maybe they'll implode. That would be epic. We have seen some collapses, and this season probably still has something in store for us. Weaver on the mound here, top of the 7th.
Weaver, let's go.
Oh, dream.
He's going to be a free agent, right? Do you bring him back?
Yeah, I'm bringing him back. But I think somebody might give him closer money.
He said he's open to being a starter. He said he would be open to starter opportunities, is what he said.
Starter opportunities. I don't think he's going to get a starter opportunity with the Yankees. I could see him getting one from somebody, but I think he'll break down as a starter. I don't think his stuff plays well as a starter.
No.
Ground ball to first, but it looks like it might have hit the batter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyman says Rays will pull off a 2011 comeback. Yeah, that was crazy. Game 162. Evan Longoria down the line. That was nuts. William Rundin says injury delay. Yeah, the guy fouled one off his foot. The guy for the Orioles. He'll be okay. I want to play this again. I like the sound of it.
Yeah. That's like his entrance music when he comes into the game, too.
I like when he's in between pitches, it plays like those chords where it's like, I don't know how I can't make the sound effect, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. No one's going to beat Enter Sandman with Mariano, though. You know, that is the coolest.
And a few people have tried that. And the reason that had meaning because his nickname was the Sandman because he would put hitters to sleep with how calm his windup was, and then the ball would explode out of his hand. So around the league right now, Red Sox beating the Tigers, the Royals beating the Athletics, not that it matters, Giants beating the Rockies, Giants trying to finish 500, Twins up on the Phillies, White Sox beating the Nationals, Yankees and Orioles obviously tied, Astros, not that it matters, beating the Angels, Jays over the Rays 8-4 right now in the top of the 6th, Padres beating the D-backs. Padres trying to get win number 90. Dodgers going for win number 93 to tie the Yankees. That is in the 7th inning against the Mariners. Rangers beating the Guardians. Mets down 4-0 to the Marlins. Oh. You can't win! And Brewers beating the Reds. Braves beating the Pirates 2-1. And the Cubs over the Cardinals 2-0. Top of the 7th. With the Yankees and Orioles, Weaver on the mound. Working to Colton Cowser. Right? Yep.
Cade, I might be behind you then.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. It's you might want to refresh it. It's
Yep. It's Colton Cowser's up.
Yep.
All right. Oh, okay. 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Oh, yeah. 1 and 2. Yep.
Yep. Fouled it off.
So the Yankees open up the next season on the West Coast on Netflix. That's interesting.
Yeah, in San Francisco, right?
Yeah, it's going to be chilly.
Maybe I'll go to that game. That ballpark is two things. It is gorgeous. However, it's also freezing because it's right on the water. I mean,
I've been there a few times. So I used to work for this company called GP Strategies, and we would go to Oracle Open World, where they give you tickets to like a free concert, and it was at the stadium. I saw Sting there, I saw Aerosmith there, Elton John, and you get to go down on the field, and I was out there in right field, and then I remember walking outside of the stadium, walking around, and like there's humongous rats out there on the edge of the water, like they're talking this big, there's these rocks on the edge of the water, and there was just tons and tons of gigantic rats.
Some New York City rats like that, dude.
Yeah, bigger than the New York City rats, in my opinion.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you've been in New York in a while. Those things are mutants down there.
It's been a couple of years.
Yeah, something's in the water.
And I haven't been in the subway in like 10 years. Dude, when I was up there last, we just rented a car, just drove around.
Dude, I saw a rat in the subway in New York City one time that looked like a cat. Like I'm not joking. Like, dude, like this, like the body,
wow,
like that. Yeah.
Cows are down on strikes. So 2 outs. I think you're right. I think you're getting your walk off today.
Yeah. I got to keep throwing up zeros.
TK Stradamus. That one doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it doesn't. The TK meter, maybe. That was a good pitch. Just change it. He's got a good changeup. All right. Mayo, 2 outs.
Rays went down quietly in the 6th. So, I think that one's over. I mean, credit to the Blue Jays. They turned it on when they felt the heat,
What's the score of that game again?
8-4 Jays in the middle of the 6th.
Wow. All right.
All right,
Grand
TK, take
Slam.
over for a second. I am going to, as Pericles said to the Athenians, drain the lizard. I'll be back.
All right. God, Tampa, you asked for one thing from the Rays, and they can't get it done. Can't get it done. So, I don't know. I feel like I said, though, if they're a wild card team, the Yankees are a wild card team. I don't think that winning the division is that advantageous when you sit that long. I know you get to line up your pitching and rest a couple guys that are got some injuries that are barking a little bit, but you know, you got to think about it this way, and that's Luke Weaver ends the inning. Ground ball back to him, but you got to think about it this way, man. If you win, let's say you're a wild card team and you're hosting at Yankee Stadium, and Judge and Stan are both swinging the bat well right now. Don't you rather have them playing well in the playoffs versus them sitting for a week and then coming back and let's say, in the first series, Judge comes back, he's 1 for 12 with 6 strikeouts, and immediately the noise is loud. I'm just saying.
Let me ask you this. Who on the Jays pitching staff just terrifies you as Crochet? We don't want to face him. Skubal, we don't want to face him. I mean, anybody on the Jays staff, he's good, but I mean, but the Yankees have thumped him a few times. Judge, when he's swinging the bat well, typically hits Gausman pretty well. And Gausman today, he went 3 2/3 innings. He gave up 8 hits and 4 runs to the Rays, right? And their bullpen is not that good.
I'm not scared of him, but when he is on, he is on.
He's dirty.
It just depends. It depends what kind of version of him you get.
He's one of those guys I wanted the Yankees to get. When he was a free agent, I wanted the Yankees to sign him.
Yeah. Because didn't he sign in Toronto as a free agent from San Francisco? I think it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or maybe he might have gotten traded at some point. But I'll look it up. Because he was with, I want to say he was with the Orioles for a while.
Yeah, he was. I think before San Francisco.
I think he got traded from the Orioles to San Francisco.
Yeah.
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 So he also he stopped off. I'll give you the Gausman. He went from the Orioles to San Francisco, and then he went to Toronto after that. And he's been in Toronto since 2022. And he was 10-11 so far. Well, he's not going to win today. So 10-11, 3.47, 3.59 ERA now. So he's had some good years. I mean, in 2021, he was 14-6 with a 2.81 ERA. That's when I wanted him. He ended up going 12-10 the next year, 3.35. He's been really reliable. 31 starts, 4 years in a row, 32 this year.
Also, can I?
No.
I'm going to be that guy for a second, but when the Yankees clinched a playoff spot and they were doing the champagne and going crazy and stuff like that, I didn't really like that much. And I'm not saying you can't celebrate, because it is an achievement. You accomplished something. But the Brewers had a very quiet, hey, glass of champagne, let's celebrate, let's get ready for the playoffs. That, to me, is the way to go about it. You acknowledged it. You accomplished something. You celebrated. But, what are you doing acting like you're going to the World Series? You're the New York Yankees. You have a $300 million payroll.
I mean,
That's
it was kind of anticlimactic for the Brewers because they had been on cruise control for a while. They had the best record in the National League. And at least I think they do. Let me just double check real quick. I'm going to be wrong on that. The Phillies have 95. The Brewers have 96. So, yeah. And I feel like the Yankees went a little bit overboard, but they also at one point looked like they could be missing the playoffs. So the fact that they stormed forward and were able to, make the playoffs, and now they have a chance to tie for the best record in the American League, it deserves a little celebration. But I do think that they went a little bit.
I get that. Again, I'm not against them. I'm not against them celebrating. They can celebrate and acknowledge it. I just think it's in the degree to which they did. I think about the Kobe Bryant, job finished. I don't think so. You lost in the World Series last year in an embarrassing fashion. I mean, again, yeah, you accomplished something, but you have over a $300 million payroll, right? And I know they had some injuries and they came back and stuff like that. And I'm fine with them celebrating and like going out to dinner or whatever. But I just like they were in the clubhouse. I just think the optic is a little like, what, you guys are going to the World Series kind of thing. There's a lot of work to be done. Like if you celebrated like that, and let's say you play the Red Sox and you lose in 2 games and you look
Yeah.
and you get embarrassed, I'm gonna be kind of annoyed.
Yeah. Frankie
Just
says
saying.
just wait about an hour. The Blue Jays are going to go crazy. Let's say if they don't blow it.
Yeah, good
we'll
for
see.
them. They're not the New York Yankees. They're the Toronto Blue Jays.
That's fair. Man, McMahon is awful. God, he's awful. God, he is just terrible. As a hitter, he is always late. I don't trust him, man. I would pinch hit for him whenever you can, but the problem is you don't have anybody to play defense after that.
I guess Rosario is the only other option, right?
I guess. Yeah, he doesn't play much.
Oh, Jazz is pinch hitting.
And they're
So
going to a
Jazz,
relief pitcher.
yeah, Jazz is pinch hitting for who was hitting ninth? Was Caballero? Caballero was hitting ninth, maybe.
Yeah, he's hitting for Cabby.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, McMahon just is so late on the fastball.
Yeah.
I still want this win, even if we don't win the division. I mean, the Jays caught us at a couple of bad moments, right? And we were not playing well. And
No.
I think that it might be a different story in the playoffs.
Yeah. I also do think that.
Word Lifer says Ryan McMahon is allergic to meatballs.
Yeah.
I like that. You know what? If Jazz hits a home run right here to put the Yankees ahead and the Yankees win, I think that settles the belt race for the year because that would be number 11. And he would have the lead.
Maybe it'll just work out like that. Ohtani hit his 55th home run. The guy's unbelievable. I mean, you gotta give credit where
He's
credit's
amazing.
due. Yeah, he's gonna
pitching,
win the National.
hitting. He's amazing.
How many MVPs do you think he's gonna have when he hangs it up? Like
6 or
8?
7. Yes,
Yeah,
like a lot. He's gonna win one this year, right? I mean,
yeah, he's gonna win this year. Because he has like basically the same number of home runs as Kyle Schwarber, and I think Ohtani's hitting close to 300, and he's pitching.
yeah.
So, and he's pitching well too.
His WAR is 7.5 on Baseball Reference. I'm gonna pull up his like every
I'm
year.
pretty sure before he went to the Angels, when no one really knew that he was this yet. Like the Yankees wanted him desperately.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
He said he's gonna have back-to-back 50 home run seasons.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my God, he would be so insane as a Yankee, dude.
yeah.
Like, imagine he was a Yankee his entire career. Like, he'd never... Dude, honestly, it's funny, too. Like, I don't even really think of him as an Angel at all. He's a Dodger to me, period.
Yeah, 100%. Like, it's so quick how much he became a Dodger. But, yeah, I mean, let's take a look at his pitching stats here, if I can find it.
Like, that just seems like such a mistake, him going to Anaheim.
He's thrown 47 innings this year with a 2.87 ERA. He won 15 games a couple of years. I mean, he's an unbelievable player.
Yeah.
And they make money on him. I mean, they make money on him, for sure.
My sister went to Japan a few months back, and she was like, he's like John Lennon over there. He is everywhere. Everywhere. And I see Japanese people in LA all the time wearing the jersey, like walking around. Like they flew from Japan to come see him play here.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jazz at the plate.
Yeah, that would be so insane having Ohtani and Judge in the same lineup. Like, oh my God.
Let's stop dreaming over that. It's never going to happen.
Yeah, that would be nuts. That's like my MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty team right there.
Hank says we might have Oswaldo back at third base next year. I'd be okay with that. I like Oswaldo as a third base. I think he's not a huge offensive player, but I think he's every bit as good as McMahon. And I think that he's every bit as good of a defensive player as McMahon. I mean, maybe not every bit. He's really good, but McMahon is pretty slick over there. McMahon, though, he's just such a strikeout machine. I think
also for the word like the Angels, their baseball tragedy, they were such a great organ. They should go back to either California Angels or Anaheim Angels. Drop the LA.
Yeah. Jazz struck out, so there goes his belt opportunity. For now. Still, he could
For
come up in
now.
the ninth.
Yeah,
Could come
maybe
up
he
in the
walks it
ninth.
off. I have Grisham now with 2 outs, 1-1.
Yep, I'm at 1-2. Grish, mustache, all timer. That's
Yeah.
it's up there with Tom Selleck in the Mustache Hall of Fame.
See the Yes Network too, in the bottom right of the screen. They got the score bug for the Rays
They've
Blue
had
Jay
it up
game.
all game.
Yeah, I have. It's the first time I even noticed that.
So it's your
I was
first
like,
watch party, man. How are you enjoying it?
yeah. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying like interacting with the people. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Devin Williams.
Oh, he's warming up. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see how it works out. Well, we might have you do a couple of watch parties here during the
That's
the
not
postseason.
good. That was my first reaction is, oh my God, Devin Williams.
Yeah. Imagine this was the situation in the playoffs. 2-2 game,
I'd be
Boston.
freaking.
You know what I mean?
Like Bregman coming up or somebody like that. Yeah, just the ghost of the past of Houston.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's gonna pitch some big innings in the playoffs, and it's gonna, make my hair fall out.
Yankees have struck out 12 times through 7 innings. Not good.
That's what they
It's
do.
not
They
what you
strike
want.
out. They strike out. That's what they do. They strike out at least 10 times, like pretty much every game.
And then they hit home runs. Word Lifer says, TK, the people's champ. Which corner should I go fuck myself in?
Over there.
Hooah! Come on now, more margaritas.
Oh wow. They're remaking Miami Vice.
I saw the recent movie. Are they redoing the show?
They're remaking it. They're remaking it as a movie with Michael B. Jordan and Glenn Powell.
I hope one day there's an actor named LeBron B. James.
Yeah. I'll change my name just for you, LeBron B. James.
Word Lifer says, Derek, also the people's champ. There we go. So the score unchanged in Toronto, 8-4. Checking on the Mets. Mets still down 4-0 through 7 innings. Soto 0 for 3. Oh,
they're gonna kill Soto too, which is really funny to me too.
They're gonna crush him because because the Reds are losing. If the Mets had won this game,
yeah, they get in.
Yeah, they've got 4 hits.
What's the score of the Reds? What's the score of the Reds game?
Last I saw, they were down. They're down 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th.
I remember saying too at the beginning of the season, I was like, "Don't sleep on the Reds, man. They got Tito managing. They might be able to sneak in." And there you go.
Jose Trevino, their catcher. Here's Devin Williams. Yeah. Jose Trevino this year hit 238 with 4 home runs.
238
with 4 home runs. Who did we get for him? I can't remember.
Fernando Cruz.
That's right. That was a good deal.
Yeah.
That one worked out for us.
It did.
I mean, most of Cashman's moves, this one hit to left. That's a base hit. Man, Devin Williams just terrifies me. Most of Cashman's moves last winter worked out. I mean, Goldschmidt ended up having a great start. Had an okay year. Didn't hit righties much in the second half. Bellinger was obviously great. Fried was a great pickup.
Yeah.
Devin Williams sucks, but
Fried, you got to wait. You don't know how that's going to age. His first year was great.
Yeah.
But Bellinger, that was a great move. And with Goldschmidt, I always liked the move because it was low risk, high reward. I mean, if he sucked, it was a 1-year deal, so I was very happy with it.
Apparently, Didi
and now that you think that Ben Rice is for real, you can there's your first baseman. So it just worked out like that.
Yeah. Hank Clemens says Didi Gregorius took the European title with Team Kingdom of the Netherlands. Nice.
I miss Didi. I like Didi.
Yeah, he was one of my favorite stories ever. I'm one of these people,
Yeah.
like, I never miss games. And it was one of those times in San Francisco, I was there for Open World, and the entire team was out, like, to dinner, partying or whatever, after, like, a great day at the booth, at the trade show booth or whatever. And I wanted to go watch the Yankee game. So I went and got a personal Pizza Hut pan pizza and a Dr. Pepper, or like a bottled Dr. Pepper. And I think I probably paid like $40 for that combination at a hotel, like, because everything was jacking
about
prices
right.
up.
Yep.
And I went up and I was watching the game on my bed, and the Yankees were down 3-0 right away. And then I think Didi hit a 3-run shot in the bottom half of the first inning, and I went absolutely ballistic, and I was jumping on the bed like a little kid, and my Dr. Pepper exploded when I opened it up and like drowned my pizza. And I had to eat like soggy Dr. Pepper flavored Pizza Hut.
Okay. Oh.
But it was still, I got to watch the game.
I still remember that home run he hit in the wild card game against the Twins. 3-run shot in the first inning. Yeah. I remember that very well. Oh,
David Robertson in that game came up huge.
Yeah.
So Devin Williams was off the strike zone.
2017 Yankees, man. I loved that team.
That team should have won a World Series.
Yeah, I loved that team. That run was so magical, honestly, because you didn't expect it, and it was all the kid. It was the baby bombers and all that, and you're all excited about that, and man, what could have been. And then it's funny, they traded for Stanton, and you were like, oh, they're gonna win 4 titles, because he just won the MVP, and look how that worked out.
Yeah, I was excited about it at the beginning, but like I also had the thought of like maybe this contract, like I'm not sure if he's gonna hold up physically, and he really didn't.
No,
but
also,
he's been awesome in the playoffs.
The 2017 Yankees, that was just a good year for me in general as well. Just like I enjoyed being 17, but I went to that game against the Orioles when they were losing like 9-2. And they came all the way back, and Judge hit 2 home runs, and Jacoby Ellsbury hit a grand slam. It was his 100th career home run, and Matt Holliday walked it off with a home run. Starling Castro tied it in the 9th. I was at that game. That was an awesome game.
Yeah. I miss Didi.
Yeah, and also credit to Didi, like literally filling the shoes of Derek Jeter. Like after, like that's a huge ask, and the guy filled it in.
A tough start. Like the first year, he was not that great, and like you could tell he was feeling the pressure, and then he rebounded.
Yeah.
Here's Gunnar Henderson. This at bat scares me because if one of those airbenders hangs, Gunner's going to put it in the bullpen. I hate it when I say shit like that because it's usually right. Word Lifer says, when I was 17, it was a very good year.
Westberg popped out there to right. Look at Judge, like all the kids. Please, the ball.
Yeah, not with 1 out, bro.
Yeah, bud.
Bouncer to third. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time. So Henderson beats it out, but 2 outs now in the top of the 8th.
He can pick it though, McMahon. I mean,
yeah.
It is nice where every time the ball's hit over there, I'm like, okay, the play is going to be made. Like he's going to gobble that thing up, and it'll be fun. Jazz
Man, this has been a fun baseball season, bro. They're coming right down to the wire, sweating it out. Yeah. 94 wins in a year without Garrett Cole. All right, let me ask you this: assuming the entire rotation stays healthy next year, which is asking a lot, because it doesn't always happen. In fact, it almost never happens.
Yeah.
Like you almost feel like Rodon or Fried, because they stepped up this year, will falter next year, right? You just feel that way, or Cam Schlittler, or somebody will. But assuming the rotation is mostly healthy, Rodon, Fried, Cole, Schlittler, and Heel. Almost got him at first. And
I just wrote down my rotation.
And the pen is not going to be changing all that much because we got a lot of guys under control. Doval's under control.
Cruz, I think, is.
Cruz is under control. Devin Williams probably won't be back. Luke Weaver may or may not return. Ground ball to third.
I think they got some arms in the minors.
Throws to first. Got him. So we are through the top of the 8th. Tied at 2. You got Ben Rice coming back. How many games do you think the Yankees win next year? I think they're looking pretty good, just like as presently constructed. Maybe 1 or 2 bullpen pieces, and maybe you get a shortstop. I think they can win 100 games. I think they can.
Health is obviously going to be part of the equation, but I have my rotation for next season as Cole as the ace, Fried, Schlittler, Rodon, Heel.
Say that one more
I
time.
have it like that. So I have Cole, Fried, Schlittler, Rodon, Heel.
So, number one, I don't think Cole's going to be the number one coming back from Tommy John because I don't think he'll be there. I don't think he'll be up to. He might be there at the beginning of the season because he had the brace procedure, but typically it takes guys a little bit of time. So I'm going Fried number 1. I'm going Rodon number 2. I'm going Cole number 3, Schlittler number 4, and Heel number 5.
So Warren, do you have Warren in the bullpen?
I think Warren is probably going to go to the bullpen. Yeah, in that scenario,
His stuff probably plays pretty well over there.
he gets
too.
a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah.
You know, he seems like a confident guy. He throws strikes, middle relief. Like maybe, he might follow the same career path as Michael King, where, he pitches a little bit in that bridge role and has some success and gets really good at that. And then when you need him to start again, he transitions back because he's been a starter. And then you use him to get a big piece when you need it. I think he's going to follow the same kind of career path as Michael King.
Yeah.
And the Yankees do have some really good prospects as arms. As Kyman is mentioning in the chat, LeGrand looks like he could be a closer, throws 100 miles an hour, big dude. You got Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, who they got as part of the trade with the Red Sox. He's had a really good year in the minor leagues. And Narvaez had a good year too, so that trade might work out for both teams. And then, in terms of free agency, there's some guys out there that you could go and get, but I don't think they want to spend on that this year. I think they're gonna try and patch up shortstop. It wouldn't surprise me if they try and go get Bichette.
Yeah, honestly, I mean that's an interesting name. But I'm thinking about like a third base option because I keep saying like they're gonna make a trade, right? So who would be on the block if you wanted to move?
I got your infield. Here's my infield next year. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Ben Rice at first base.
Yeah.
Second base, Anthony Volpe. Shortstop, Bo Bichette. Third base, Jazz Chisholm. McMahon gets dealt.
I got another one for you.
Okay.
I don't know if they would do it, but how about this? You're Rice first, Jazz second. I'm making a deal with the Braves, and I'll give them Spencer Jones. I'll give them Will Warren, and I'll give him somebody else. But those will be the two major pieces. No, Austin Riley to play third.
Let me look at his numbers. I'm not familiar with his
and
numbers.
Bo Bichette, I would either, if you don't do that, I don't know if Bo Bichette would play third, but shortstop's a funny thing because you don't know what Lombard's going to be. And he didn't have a good year in the minors, but he's just really young.
So Austin Riley didn't have a bad year. He's on the 60-day IL, but he had 260 average.
He's been a good player in his career, though.
Yeah. Solid. He had 38 home runs and 37 home runs back-to-back years. Last couple of years he's been injured. Yeah, I could see that. Is he a free agent? Or no,
he's under one of those Braves contracts where they
Oh, this one is smoked by Rice. Oh, Rice goes deep again.
We gotta
2 home runs for Ben Rice. This guy's unbelievable. 26 home runs now on the season.
Okay, how about this? Would you just throw Ben Rice at third just to see what he looks like in spring training?
No. He's my first baseman.
Yeah.
He's been fine over there.
Yeah.
Says Murakami's a Yankee next year. I'm not high on Murakami. He's not done that well in Japan in terms of strikeouts, and that'll shoot way up when you get into the American,
Yeah, I'm actually good. He's going to end up being a Dodger anyway because they all go there. But, yeah. Is Freeman, how many years does Freeman even have left on his contract for them?
A couple years, I think.
Yeah. It's not like they can DH him. Ohtani's the DH. So
TK, I'm gonna update some of my post game stuff. You take over for just a second, would you?
yeah. Ben Rice, over under. Let's go 35 home runs next season. Over. We both said 40, but 40 home runs is quite a year. So I'm asking the chat, over under 35 home runs, 35 and a half for Ben Rice.
I'm taking over.
I'll take the over on it. Or maybe how about this? Over under for batting average for Ben Rice, 265. Over under.
Over.
So you're hitting like 270 with 40 jacks, 280.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 270, 41 home runs.
Joe Ryan, that's interesting. Sign Bichette, trade Volpe and Warren to the Twins, who need a shortstop for Joe Ryan. I think they got a guy in the minors. I don't think the Twins are really going to want to do that deal just because, like, I think they want players that are like 18 years old that are far away right now. They're just like so far away. They need guys. They need to stock up on their farm system. I think they signed Grisham and Goldie and called it an offseason. Yeah, I would be pretty upset if they did that. All right, here's Aaron Judge. A little buzz in the crowd. It's funny with
You're a little
with the
behind. I think you should refresh your stream because I've got Bellinger up. Judge just grounded out.
Oh.
So
I refresh the stream. Yep, I got the replay of. Hold on. Okay, 0-1 on Bellinger right now.
Okay,
It was an Oppo home run too. That's a tough place to go deep as a lefty in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, 100%.
That Death Valley. All right, so I got a lot of unders in the chat. Under, but higher average.
I could see that too.
Yeah. It's funny too with Stanton. Is this like after this season? I think he only has 2 years left on his contract. Man, that's already like getting to that point, right?
All right, let's go. Let's get it going.
2 more years, Freddie Freeman. Yeah. I think Weaver walks. Really? I think they try to keep him. I mean, but Yankees don't like to pay pen arms anymore. I think they kind of learned their lesson with Zach Britton. They don't really want to give out big contracts to bullpen arms.
Let's see here. All right.
Yeah, Ben.
So
Rice
right now,
is
I think Rice is probably the belt winner. I would assume 2 home runs.
Would think. I mean, Frankie Baseball is going to make the decision, but I would lean that way.
We'll let Frankie make the call. I want to watch that. I want to watch that Rice home run again.
And Frankie's going to make that
was an up and away fastball at 97, and he hit it into the bullpen. That's a Soto home run.
Yeah, we have Soto at home.
Yeah, Ben Rice. Wow. All right, so the Yankees got to get 3 more outs, and then we'll have taken care of their portion. But the Rays, unfortunately, looks like let us down. It is 11-4 Toronto now. So congrats to Toronto on the division championship.
Yeah, they'll choke it. I don't think the long layover is going to help them either. Oh, man. I just saw the Malik Neighbors play with the knee.
Yeah.
And
Gross.
it looks like, yeah. Well, I guess, yeah, his knee kind of lands like pretty awkwardly, and I think that might have done it. But the thing about that stadium is MetLife Stadium tears so many Achilles, ACLs. Like players talk about it, it's one of the worst playing surfaces in the league. And FIFA has even told them, because they're hosting the World Cup final there, that they have to change the playing surface to real grass. They're not going to have the players on for the World Cup final. Yeah.
I've got a cat hovering around me like a shark.
That stadium is just so trash, dude. When you think about it, like it's only 15 years old. It has no soul. It's in the Meadowlands. It looks like shutters. It's just awful, terrible.
So, if you're interested, the Mets are still down 4-0 in the top of the 8th. Soto 0 for 3 in the most important game of the year.
Is it in Citi Field for them?
It's in Miami.
Oh, it's in Miami. So at least they don't have to face the fury of the Met fans.
They got 6 outs to get 4 runs and tie it. Frickin' Rays.
That's an extra $5 million. Thanks.
Seriously, next year when they ask to use our ballpark, we're going to tell them to take a hike.
Well, they're supposed to be back in the Trop next season, they said.
We'll see.
You don't think so?
I mean, we'll see.
You can't have two major league franchises playing in minor league parks multiple years. Come on.
Yeah.
Look, that's why I think Rob Manfred is comfortably the worst commissioner in sports.
Oh, yeah.
Comfortably.
Cincinnati is down 4-2 in the bottom of the 8th. Stanton at the plate for the Yankees. Down 1-2 in the count, just pop one foul. It's going to be weird seeing Houston not in the playoffs, or not seeing Houston in the playoffs.
Is this the first time they've missed it in that whole run since like 7?
I think since 2014. I mean, they had like 6 straight years with ALCS at least.
Yeah. Oh my God, I hated that team. But the one thing that I will say about that is I'm a little upset that we never really got the chance to slay the. I mean, we did get the chance. We got 3 chances. We never slayed the dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's aggravating.
Never got. Yeah, it is very aggravating because that team is not the same. Like, even if we played them this year in the ALCS, like, it's not even the same team, really. I mean, Altuve's still there. Correa just got traded back. Bregman's gone. I mean, Verlander's gone. So, I mean, there's a couple pieces still there, but it's not really the same team.
Yeah.
I think Yordan Alvarez is, like, one of the most underrated best players in the game, though. That guy is just, yeah.
So Stanton grounds out to shortstop. We got 3 outs left.
For all my MLB The Show people out there, though, by the way, Yordan Alvarez's swing is the best swing in the game.
Yeah.
The animation. Right.
Although, like, I will say this, MLB The Show, compared to the other sports games, the graphics are just doo-doo. Like, if I was playing Madden, and I know Madden's not a good game, the graphics are insane. And so the basketball game,
Madden 26 is good.
Yeah. Well, I played it. I didn't love it. I don't love it. It does have some cool stuff. Like, I like how the quarterbacks throw from like different angles and stuff. That's kind of cool. The weather's cool. But there's a lot of like players like darting all over the place that like it's just weird, funky animations. But I mean,
I think 2K, NBA 2K probably is the best graphics.
That's sick, and it's got great gameplay. Like,
yeah.
The problem with 2K is that they make you buy it's like they monetize everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they run those ads, and you got to constantly run an update. Like, you start playing a game, and it's like, go back to the main menu to update, and you got to,
that little thing on the top corner that annoys me.
Yeah.
I love that. Rays can be homeless next season. Rays can play at St. Petersburg High for all I care.
Yeah.
Right? They lost the division today.
Sounds like a problem, but not our problem.
Exactly. Oh, that's great. I'm sorry.
Top 9, Yankees trying to finish off their 94th win of the season. Just a reminder, we will be right back on with a post-game show following this game. Obviously, we have been talking a lot, so I don't have a gazillion notes, but I'll lean into Frankie and TK here. And, yeah.
Sorry, I'll also say, like, they're having the Judge Raleigh comparison right now. Judge is, according to Fangraphs, is a full 1-run WAR better. He has a 10.1 F4 and Raleigh's at 9. And WAR is a heavily used analytic, I think, now. So
they're showing it on the Yes Network. Yeah. Judge is almost up by 100 points in average, too. He's up by 90 points almost.
Yeah, no, I look, 60 home runs, incredible accomplishment. Insane, for a catcher. I can recognize that. I understand. He's had an incredible season, but I'm sorry, it's Judge, and I don't like the semantics. Well, is Raleigh more valuable to the Mariners than call it the most out? Then we're getting into semantics, okay? Like, I'm sorry, Aaron Judge is the MVP. If Raleigh wins the MVP, then Aaron Judge should have won in 2017 over Jose Altuve. If you're going to apply that logic, that argument,
yeah,
I'm telling you, man, Judge has been robbed by the cheating in 17, robbed by the wall in Dodger Stadium. He should have 5 MVPs if he wins this year.
Yeah. He's amazing.
Yeah.
And we didn't see this coming. Like, I thought he might be a decent power hitter, but I didn't ever see him being this kind of player. And you got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, 24 teams could have had Aaron Judge before us.
Yeah, and also you got to give credit where credit's due. Where he signed the big contract, he's been the same player. He didn't dip in performance at all.
Could argue he's gotten better.
Yeah,
because he's starting to hit for more higher average.
And there's something about franchises like picking a face of the franchise, like a guy to kind of represent the Yankees and stuff. And he's the perfect guy. Like, captain. He's got the whole kind of demeanor that they would want. Like you go to Yankee Stadium now. I remember as a kid when I was younger, it'd always be Derek Jeter jerseys everywhere. I see more 99s than number 2s in Yankee Stadium now.
Yeah,
I do. And, 99 is going to be up in Monument Park when it's all said and done. If he wins or not, Don Mattingly's number retired. Judge's number will be retired, whether he wins or not. He just won't be in that inner circle of greats if he doesn't win.
Yeah, I agree. He'd be kind of like Mattingly, like all-time fan favorite, but, with the caveat. Like people talk about Dan Marino, like unbelievable quarterback, never won a big one.
Yeah.
I remember Marino when he was like in the early 90s. He was really, really good. I mean, just such a quick release. So we got runner on first now. Bednar on the mound. He walked the leadoff hitter.
Oh my God, dude! You just walks. That's like the one thing you can't do as a closer is walk the leadoff hitter.
Yep. George Springer hit 309. He had a good year.
Yeah, he's probably the comeback player of the year, I think, in the American League. I know people say it's Jacob deGrom, but I think it's George Springer.
How did DeGrom do? I didn't even look at his numbers.
He had a good year.
This feels like as good a day as any to check out some stats. He went 12-8 with a 2.97 ERA. Pretty good. 172 innings, 185 strikeouts. Jack Leiter ended up having a pretty good year. For a guy who got off to a tough start in his career, he had a 3.86 ERA, and he had 150 innings and 148 strikeouts.
Yeah, somebody asked me, too, if when Judge retires, if he doesn't win, if he's a top 10 Yankee. He's already a top 10 Yankee.
Yeah.
He's already a top 10 Yankee.
He's already like a top 5 Yankee, in my opinion.
Yeah, like he's already, like, I seriously think there's an argument to be made about how this guy is, Barry Bonds, did the stories. This guy is legitimately Barry Bonds. Go look at the stats. I've seen this before, and, both of my hands are up here, guys. But Aaron Judge literally is probably the greatest player that we will ever see in our lifetime. No exaggeration. Most complete, most all-around greatness. Just witnessing greatness every time. And I understand the postseason, blah, 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 blah. To me, that's a recent narrative. 17, 18, very solid postseasons. He struggled recently. But, if he has a good run this year, he'll quiet all that. What bothers him too, man? Like quietly, when he's at home with his wife in their bedroom and they talk about it, that bothers him.
I want him to crush Boston. I want him to hit like a big home run off a crochet in the first inning, a 2-run shot, and then hit a second one later in the game. I mean? Like, I want him to just waste no time, get right after it. Don't let those demons build up. So I'm looking at the stats in the American League, just kind of going through, having some fun. Brian Wu had a good year, 15-7, 2.94 for Seattle. They've also got Luis Castillo. He had a good year, 11-8, 3.54. They got some pitching, man.
Yeah. Somebody just 2K. What about Ohtani? Like for what? MVPs in the National League. As far as best player in the game goes, Ohtani's only the best player in the game when he also pitches. If he's just a DH, Aaron Judge is a better player.
Oh, Jazz just freaking drilled Dominguez with a ball, and Dominguez was in the dugout. Jazz. How many times has he done that this year? And that's going to put a runner in scoring position.
Maybe I'll get my walk-off after all. Oh, my God, dude. The bullpen's really going to be a problem in the postseason, which is something that we haven't said in recent Yankee teams either.
But this was not like a bull. This was Jazz Chisholm not knowing when not to throw the ball.
Well, there's the walk,
Yeah, that too.
Like the walk and the leadoff hitter, I mean, who's the best closer in the game? I kind of think it's Munoz. I know that we got to him this year, but I think the best closer in baseball right now is Munoz in Seattle.
Can I just take somebody to task here? Collaborative Filmwork says, I'll repeat it till I'm dead. I hate Jazz Chisholm in pinstripes. You're perfectly welcome to have that opinion, but the fact is, he's a good player. I mean, he went 30-30. Not a lot of second basemen go 30-30. Is he a perfect player? No. But he had a 4.2 WAR. He's a good player. You know?
Can I just say something? I'm just gonna say this. Stop yourself. Just stop yourself. All right. Go have a glass of wine and stop yourself. I don't.
Two
Who's
outs.
a better second baseman other than Ketel Marte
Right.
in the league?
And
right now?
Marte is apparently kind of a diva, from what I hear.
Oh, really?
Like the clubhouse doesn't like him.
Remember that narrative going into it with Jazz and like everybody loves him?
That's true. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
There was that
Corbin
narrative
Carroll.
when he was in Miami.
Corbin Carroll had 17 triples this year, TK.
Yeah, he's really fast.
And 31 home runs.
He's a good player, too. I feel like Arizona should have done a lot more than what they did this year. I mean, Corbin Burns went down for them, but still, I feel like they should have done a lot more than what they did.
Do you remember we talked about Eugenio Suarez possibly getting traded to the Yankees? He hit 193 with the Mariners, but he did have 13 home runs. He struck out 77 times in 216 at-bats.
Yeah, no, I was kind of not really on that train. I didn't really want him, to be honest.
All right, we're going to have a special guest here.
Is that the
Dexter
cat?
Morgan. Dexter Morgan
Hey.
Lewandowski here. Dexter making his appearance on TV. He's like, I don't want to be on a podcast. I don't even speak English. Dexter,
Vibing.
you want to be famous? It's okay. We're
Dude,
not
there are
famous.
cats that are making like, crazy money for their owners on Instagram and stuff like that, TikTok
Yeah,
and all that.
I need to figure that out.
You get your cat, start selling your cat out on TikTok.
I would absolutely sell my cat for money.
Yeah. I want to get a dog. I want to get a dog. I want to get like a little beagle. And I told my girlfriend, I was like, I'm going to put that thing to work immediately when I get him.
I'm going to check in on the Mets real quick one more time here.
Jazz
Bottom
just
eight.
has little to no baseball smarts. What does that mean? Collaborative film. What do you mean by that? Has little to no baseball smarts. You're going to have to explain to me what you mean by that.
Baseball IQ, like he makes unintelligent plays. Like he throws balls that he shouldn't throw.
I think it's more about he's trying to make the play.
Yeah, and sometimes the smart play is to not try and make the play.
Yeah, you can make that argument, sure. I don't really
struck
think
him
there's ever
out.
been a
Yankees
moment-
win.
There it is.
Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win.
All right, TK, stay right here. Ladies and gentlemen, join us on the next stream. We are going to end this watch party, and then we'll be joined by Frankie Baseball here in just a minute. And be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you in about 90 seconds. Your stream will automatically redirect.